Peace, 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 peace. Peace, love, and light to all American Aborigines. This is your brother, Aboriginal Power. If you can hear me loud and clear, make sure you hit that like button, thumb up the video, support the channel. Please drop a fire emoji if you can hear me. This is your brother, Big Aboriginal Power. Let's start this intro thing off right.
Whatever it takes. It's heli. I seek no rewards. Look. Pressures of being great. I'm tatted with scars. I feel the look from their eyes. I know they gazing from far. Overcoming my fears. I never wanted this life. Been giving them pain. Know my soul been paying the price. Give fuck about the ice. Really, I just give them my life. Been thinking too much. It's how my head I'm living it twice, been feeling convicted. Every time I step on this mic, my art form, God, give me nothing. Really, every time I'm here to deliver. My ex bitch, she ain't believing, now she crying me rivers. She got a heavy heart, but ain't no time for reminiscing. Guard my energy, won't turn me to a victim. Believed in my potential, fuck what you projecting. I make you see my words, like this is a projection. I pray to God to call my soul, yes, I need some protection. Ain't busted down my watch, ain't busted down my change. Got everything to lose, got everything to gain. Yeah, my soul tied to this shit. And I told the opposition that I'll die for this shit. It's you versus you. Never let this fucking world ever tell you who the fuck that you supposed to be. It's you versus you. Never let them tell you who you are. Define yourself, nigga. Focus on your dreams. It's you versus you. Never let this fucking world ever tell you who the fuck that you supposed to be. It's you versus you. Never let them tell you who you are. Define yourself, nigga. Focus on your dreams. It's you versus you. It's you versus you. In conversation with myself, the hardest battle of all. And when you look inside that mirror, are you seeing your flaws? I became a man, and my dad was never involved. But all these people trying to be the same, it's hard to evolve. Gave birth to a poet. Really, I just write what I saw. And all them days alone writing, it was just me and God trying to find my purpose. I needed a sign. Many days I was lost. I was trapped in a bind. The type of fear that I felt, you can feel in your spine. It's me versus me. I knew that I was different from niggas. I talk my shit. And really, I be shitting on niggas. I'm staying humble. Yeah, I'm staying humble. Ain't busted down my watch, ain't busted down my change. Got everything to lose, got everything to gain. Yeah, my soul tied to this shit. And I told the opposition that I'll die for this shit. It's you versus you. Never let this fucking world ever tell you who the fuck that you supposed to be. It's you versus you. Never let them tell you who you are. Define yourself, nigga. Focus on your dreams. It's you versus you. Never let this fucking world ever tell you who the fuck that you supposed to be. It's you versus you. Never let them tell you who you are. Define yourself, nigga. Focus on your dreams. It's you versus you.
Don't let this fucking place define you.
It's you versus you.
At the end of the day, you gotta look at it. Who are
It's you versus you.
What do you do this for? They're always gonna tell you what you're supposed to do, but at the end of the day, walking God's plan.
Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Y'all know the vibes, man. We just getting the intro right, man. We gotta get the entries right. Y'all know the vibes, man. Let's get right into it, man. Hit that like button, come up the video.
It takes.
Put it out.
The Hollywood.
Work is on its way, boy.
Got a 4-5 with a new drum, but a new vibe in the street.
I sold my heart right to the streets and I can't play with that. This shit that I did for the streets, I'm not gonna talk about that. I bought my youngins a new 40, told them play with that. So when them niggas spin the black, how you gon' play with that? Got a 4-5 with a new drum, but a new vibe in the streets. Lay down on the back blocks that I died in the streets. 4-5 with a new drum, but a new vibe in the streets. Man down on the back blocks that I died in the streets. Body's on my conscience, and I won't let it. Paranoia taking over, I won't let it. Out your right mind, you won't sober. Know the streets took a toll on you, but you a soldier. This shit I seen too many times before. Drugs taking over, they won't let them go. and make a wrong move, fuck it, we gon' let it blow. He just let me know that niggas' minds ain't right. Only killing for protection. My young niggas got obsessions. For that clout, they gon' press him. Consumed by the hate, another snake that's gon' bless him. He's supposed to be your brother, but he's screaming out that slime shit. Got a blood oath with my family, that's my tie. Y'all put your faith in me, and now we got it, we gon' all shine. And that's my word to the streets. 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 That's my word, yeah. I sold my heart right to the streets, and I can't play with that. This shit that I did for the streets, I'm not gonna talk about that. I bought my youngins a new 40, told them play with that. So when them niggas spin the black, how you gon' play with that? Got a 4-5 with a new drum, bought a new 5 in the streets. Laid down on the back blocks till I died in the streets. 4-5 with a new drum, bought a new 5 in the streets. Man down on the back blocks that I've died in the streets.
Father God, first I ask for forgiveness. I ask that you look past our times that we have fell short. Father God, for our ones who do not know your love, Father God, I know that is my purpose to be a lighthouse in your grace. Wherever you lead my steps, whatever obstacle or hardships to come, I pray that you give us strength in the face of the enemy. Father God, thank you for listening to my soul. Amen.
I sold my heart right to the streets, and I can't play with that. This shit that I did for the streets, I'm not gonna talk about that. I bought my youngins a new 40, told them play with that. So when them niggas spin the black, how you gon' play with that? Got a 4-5 with a new drum, bought a new 5 in the streets. Man down on the back blocks that I've died in the streets. 4-5 with a new drum, bought a new 5 in the streets. Man down on the back blocks that I've died in the streets.
Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Hopefully everybody's getting their shit together, man. Good afternoon. Make sure you hit the like button, Big Original Power, man. It's very important for you guys to support the channel too, man. Support the channel, man. We got some huge stuff for you guys this Grand Rising, so it's very important for you guys to hit that like button and to share the live stream. Very important.
Whatever it takes.
That's it.
The alleyway. Feelings from the past, yeah, you gotta pay attention. Feelings from the past, yeah, you gotta pay attention. They won't say my name, but they put it in a mention. Too much sneak dissing, yeah, we need an intervention. Right before the fall, I swear my niggas, they won't listen. Right before the fall, you took them pills, you got addicted. Right before the fall, you run your mouth, you turn to dentist. Free my niggas in the cage, know that shit get lonely. You was with me from the start, but you did me phony. Look my bitch right in the eyes, tell her she my only. Poppin' shit on Instagram, they don't even know me. Had to turn my savage up to turn me to the old me. Killers moving silent, so I gotta kill them softly. Lie better, little baby, but lie better. You playing the other side on God out. Trendsetter, no talking, I did better. They watching my moves, flying my moves. I did let up, I kept it a thigh. Niggas get shifty, I dead. Something I'm moving around. Gotta get to it, this bread, something they want me to drown. Remember they told me I was nothing. I've been through some things on God, baby, I can't front it. Feelings from the past, yeah, you gotta pay attention. They won't say my name, but they put it in a mention. Too much sneak dissing, yeah, we need an intervention. Right before the fall, I swear my niggas, they won't listen. Right before the fall, you took them pills, you got addicted. Right before the fall, you run your mouth, you turn to dentist. Free my niggas in the cage, know that shit get lonely. You was with me from the start, but you did me phony. Look my bitch right in the eyes, tell her she my only. Poppin' shit on Instagram, they don't even know me. Had to turn my savage up to turn me to the old me. Killers moving silent, so I gotta kill them softly. Do better, you said that you do better. These niggas playing at 50, I really got moved better. I got these on my block, I can't play round. I position one my life, I can't play round. We gon' get it back in blood if they stay round. Know them niggas off the drugs, they gon' lay down. I was love, you put me right in the middle. That niggas that screaming gang and niggas that wanna kill you. They got feelings from the past, pay attention. They only sending shots cause these niggas want attention. Won't be no RIP, heli in the mention. Putting threats on my name, make me turn them to a pension. Feelings from the past, yeah, you gotta pay attention. They won't say my name, but they put it in a mention. Too much sneak dissing, yeah, we need an intervention.
Yo. Peace and blessings to everybody in the building. Hopefully everybody's cool. Hit that like button as y'all come in the building, man. Let's get this thing started. Last intro song. Let's get it going, man. Hit that like button, man. Support the man. Shit, brother. Big
Whatever it
Al.
takes.
Hey, y'all heard me.
It's Ellie. Right, this shit crazy.
Drop them fire
Feel
emojis.
nothing at all.
Support the
For my
channel.
pain, it don't feel nothing at all. Yeah. Yeah, for my pain, it don't feel nothing at all. For these niggas now, ain't nothing but God. I had to move around with nothing.
Yo. I don't know what the hell going on, man. I didn't even know they kicked me off. They kicked my ass off. Stepped away for 2 seconds. Let's finish where we left off. Sorry about that, you guys.
Whatever it, I be damn, I should've seen it. All I got is rain, slim, Tim, you know it's teach. I got Tay and I got Lee.
Drop a fire
I got Deja
emoji.
and Sally. I got four and they got feet. They say your name, that's cause you.
Drop a fire emoji in the chat. They tweaking with your boy system already. Now see what Al TV be talking about. Their asses be tweaking. Drop a fire emoji if y'all can hear me and the audio. That's all I need right now.
Some niggas folded under heat. No umbrella, let them shots rain down. You believe the dream to stand up, if not lay down. Let it rain down. If you my nigga, then just say it. You ain't got it, then just say it. Let it rain down. Yeah, my nigga, then just say it. Let it rain down. Let it rain down. Right, this shit crazy. Yeah, we gotta weather the storm. If you don't understand, get better informed. I'm from the trench, and my trust really weathered and torn. With my niggas from the sandbox, trying to put this shit on top some water, but we laying low. We all want the same shit, but can't get on the same page. How about if y'all really want it? Niggas just be saying things, complacent with y'all lives now. Every that I pipe down. Yeah, I was chilling for a minute, but I'm live now. Niggas talking about the past, come get with me right now. Come and really see my grind. Come and see me live now. I'm live now. I'm live now. Come and see me live now. Ain't no umbrella, let them shots rain down. You believe the dream, then stand up, if not lay down. Feel it rain down. My nigga, then just say it. You ain't got it, then just say it. Let it rain down. Yeah. Ain't no umbrella, let them shots rain down. You believe the dream, then stand up, if not lay down. Feel it rain down. If you my nigga, then just say it. If you ain't got it, then just say it. Let it rain down. Let it rain down. Yeah. My nigga, did you say it? You my brother, did you say it? Let it rain down.
You drop some fire emojis if y'all can hear me. Let me know if the audio good.
Let it rain down.
Shout out to everybody.
Right, this shit crazy.
Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Hopefully everybody's enjoying their great grand rising, man. We're gonna get into one more little jammy jam before we get started. I need everybody to hit that like button, man. We're gonna get right into it. Shout out to all the tribes, shout out to all the nations at hand. Shout out to all the American Aborigines, man, that's standing on Aboriginal business, man. I want to say peace and blessings to you guys as well. So make sure y'all hit that like button. Support the channel. It's very important for you guys to thumb up the video and support the channel, all right? We got a lot to deal with today. We got some shit that we're gonna be. I think this StreamYard shit is on some bullshit today. Like, what the fuck? This shit is on some bullshit. This shit moving sloppy as hell. What the fuck? Drop a fire emoji if y'all can hear me. I just need a fire emoji in the chat from everybody if y'all can hear me in audio.
Open up the heavens, let the sunshine in. That you get to begin giving love to all the ancestors that's tuning in. Here comes the Tears with some more offering.
Going out to the Olmec, Montauk, Shinnecock, Chickasaw, Choctaw, Washita, Blackfoot, Abenaki, Seminole, Muskogee. You know me, the homie is OG, coming to restore the crown of the Olmec, Montauk, Shinnecock, Chickasaw, Choctaw, Washita, Blackfoot, Abenaki, Seminole, Muskogee. You know me, the homie is OG, coming to restore the crown of the old.
Swooping through like an eagle, more like a stinging bee. Ancestors is left, right in front me. I'm more that dynasty live inside me. Moon goddess is worth, native, made for greatness. Yeah, wow, with natural style, rain dancer under the moon, knock through the pearly gates. Escape from Spain to Panama, we still ahead of y'all. Never racing, just slow pacing to the top of the dome. We stand tall, y'all. Never lazy to walk, clap, slap back. For all the more talking, Shinnecock, never stop. A little petite, but never retreat. 10K is doggone tall, y'all. Chopper riding, we awake, verity streaming. ET beaming, blood chop, lightsaber walker, wolf talker, never stop.
To the Olmec, Montauk, Shinnecock, Chickasaw, Choctaw, Washita, Blackfoot, Abenaki, Seminole, Muskogee. You know me, the homie is OG, coming to restore the crown of the Olmec, Montauk, Shinnecock, Chickasaw, Choctaw, Washita, Blackfoot, Abenaki, Seminole, Muskogee. You know me, the homie is OG, coming to restore the crown of the
Tomahawk chop, an entire city block. Big Buffalo people coming back to wreck shop. Hip hop, a modern pop, can't stop the rebirth for raw. Indigenous rock whip, the native chant, Christ war dance. At a glance, anyone who glance at the Shechem war dance, Chief Seven Feather Owl, the Moorish Colin Powell, make all these 14th Amendment rappers throw in the towel. Square, compass, and travel. These masons taking oaths, disrespecting ancestors, selling their souls to ghosts. I raise my glass, make a toast to Aboriginal hosts, traveling through the cosmos. That's most, meaning that's on top. My wounded knee bandaged up. Black Hawk, what's up? Geronimo Skull, we taking it back from the tomb of the bones when we coming in the rooms and in tune like
Olmec, Montauk, Shinnecock, Chickasaw, Choctaw, Washita, Blackfoot, Abenaki, Seminole, Muskogee. You know me, the homie is OG, coming to restore the crown of the Olmec, Montauk, Shinnecock, Chickasaw, Choctaw, Washita, Blackfoot, Abenaki, Seminole, Muskogee. You know me, the homie is OG, coming to restore the crown of the
Open
OG.
up the heavens, let the sunshine in. The Tears and Empress, I'm about to begin giving love to all the ancestors that's tuning in. Here comes the Tears with some more offering.
It's for the Olmec, Montauk, Shinnecock, Muskogee, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody in the building, man. We coming to restore the crown of the Olmec, nigga. What are y'all talking about, man? Shout out to everybody in the building. How y'all feeling this grand rising? Can y'all hear me, man? I don't even know if y'all can even hear me. I might just be talking for my own goddamn good. I might just be talking for my own damn good. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Hopefully everybody's enjoying their great grand rising. Hopefully everybody's enjoying their great grand rising. I want to say shout out and peace and blessings to all the 84 people that's in the live stream tuning in right now at this current moment. Shout out to the brothers and sisters that's not able to comment in the comment section. I want to say peace and blessings to you guys. I also want to give a special shout out to some of the brothers and sisters in the chat that took their time out to come rock with your brother Big Aboriginal Power this grand rising. So shout out to everybody that's in here. I need y'all to drop them fire emojis. It's very important for you guys to hit the like button now, immediately. Share the live stream immediately. It's very, very, very important. I can't even stress how much important it is for you guys to hit that like button and to share this on all your social media outlets. Please, respectfully. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. It's also important for you guys to support the channels that bring the information, these live streams, and these productive conversations. You know, support the brothers and sisters that take their time out that do so. So shout out to Aboriginal TV 111 Truth Searcher on their pay-per-view yesterday, The Dark Side of DNA. Hopefully you guys want to purchase that. Support those brothers, man. We want to make sure we support all the Aboriginal movement contents or anything that any Aboriginal got going on. So that means you guys as well. So don't be, don't be shy. Closed mouths don't get fed. Let us know what's going on. If you got something going on, you want the community to be a part of it, please verbally let us know. Shout out to Never Hungry Again, Original Anglo-Saxon, Wood, Wilborn Reed, Copper Crowns, Janine, Chief Tuscaloosa, C. Roberts, Noble Atun, Yankit, Dorsey, Equator 7, Empress Summer, I Am Call, Cato Morrison, Carbon Crowns, Pokachu, Rodney Lewis, D3D. Shout out to Miko Butler. Shout out to Smoke Signal. G's off that Scully Pack. Shout out to my brother G's off of that Scully Pack. Shout out to that brother Truthful in the building. Yafik Yokley in the building. Yanetta Ya in the buildings. Who else we got in here? Roger W in the building. Leonidas, Original Intellect. Coleman, Mother Shabazz, Korma Shabazz, the real mother of nature, excuse me. Ghetto Child Clinic is in the building. New Penny is in the building. Boss Player. Shay Pink 40 is in the building. Tight Sound, American Negro. B. Amos, good to see you in here, brother. King SB. Bronze Flat Power is in the building. Shout out to everybody in the building. DTG 034 is in the building. Divine Line in the building. Susan Thompson in the building. Shah Alpha is in the building. Khalil Finch, what's up, brother? Good to see you in here this afternoon. The brother David, shout out to you. Rod Anchors, shout out to Rod. Chief Crazy Overstanding, shout out to you as well. Gregory Smith, good to see you in here. What else we got in here? Drop them fire emojis. Like I said, I want to keep reiterating, hit that like button as y'all come in. Please, it's very important for you guys to hit that like button and to support the channel, man. Let's get a few people to support the movement today, man. So let's shout out to everybody that's in here. Make sure y'all support Big Original Power Platform, man. Shout out to Salvalis McDaniels. Hope I pronounced your name right. Shout out to the brother X, Marcus Norsetti. Shout out to you. Shout out to my big brother, Hawk School in the building. Good to see you. Hope all is well. How's that baby girl doing over there? Shout out to you and the new addition to the family. Shout out to J Rock in the building as well. A Chief Serpentine, the snake guy. Shout out to you as well, brother. Can I get everybody to? Can we get some confirming in the chat? Are y'all some proud Aboriginals or Americans in the chat? Can we get some response to that? Are y'all some proud Americans or Aboriginals in the chat? Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Hopefully everybody is really enjoying their Grand Rising, man. Hopefully everybody's enjoying their Grand Rising. We got some heat for you niggas today. Flat Earth in the building. Kevin Gilbert in the building. Kevin Gilbert in the building. Congrats on the new baby. Yep, absolutely. Jonelle Wendick Jr. Good to see you in here, brother. Peace and blessings. Make sure y'all show my brother Hawk School some love in the chat, man. And also, if y'all have not purchased the Egypto America pay-per-view that Chief Holiday did on the 22nd, make sure y'all go check that out. Very, very, very great production. Make sure y'all go check out all the pay-per-views and everything that the Aboriginals got going on. Y'all know I do my due diligence by supporting, help promoting in other ways as well. So shout out to Antonio Bryant in the building. Antonio Bryant, man, what's going on, King folk? Hey, man, y'all know it's tradition in Big Aboriginal Power Platform, especially in the Wake and Bake, the Grand Rising shows. I need everybody to drop what city and what state y'all in this Grand Rising, man. That's tradition, man. I need to know where my family at, what we looking like. Drop your city and your state, and also drop what are you smoking on this Grand Rising. What are you smoking on part of this Wake and Bake, man? Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Hopefully everybody is good. Hawk School. Long live the Republic of Atlantis. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Baby Hawk. Tell him Uncle Al Power says, hey, goddamn. You know. Uncle Al love the kids, goddamn. You understand me? I'm all the Aboriginals, uncles. You understand me? I'm your motherfucking uncle. Don't get it twisted, my brothers. Shout out to everybody in the building. It's very important for you guys to support the channel. I can't even stress that enough. So, like I said, let's get into see where the family at, man. Let's see what we got going on. We got some cities up in here. All right, we got Charlotte in the building. Mound City, what's going on? Oakland, Indianapolis, Albany, New York, what's going on? Tacoma, Washington, Columbia, Tennessee, Moon Rocks, you already know the fans, the Tennessee thing. West Oakland, Gummy, Creamsicles, Rochester, New York, he on the edibles. Gary, Indiana, what's going on? Stockbridge, Georgia, smoking on that Queen Cass pack and it's garbage. Yeah, put that out. We don't want that Queen Cass system. Hell no. Florida Sunshine in the building. Dallas, Purple Urkel. What's going on with it? Greenville, South Carolina on that ice cream cake. Indiana in the building. Green Bay, Wisconsin by way of Chicago. Indianapolis in the building. STL in the building. Now, while rolling up some super sour lemon gelato, I ain't mad at you. Purple Urkel, Empress Rain. J-Rock, what's going on? What's going on? All right. I see we got the family. We all over the United States in this thing. Currysville, Illinois, smoking on some butter stuff on break. Y'all know that's right. Shout out to KCMO, Missouri. Watermelon sherbet going insane. New Yak, smoking gumbo, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Shout out to Phoenix, Arizona. Marshmallow OG, man. So everybody in the vibes, everybody got their wake and bake going. That's good. That's good. Y'all know what we on, man. We on Asteroids. If you ain't smoking Asteroids, what are you doing with yourself? It's the only Aboriginal, hand-grown, organized, packaged, organic, no chemicals herb on the planet. So go shop with Asteroids. They ship all over the United States, all 50 states. If you want to inquire some of this terrific herb, go to Instagram. Type in Asteroid Co. on Instagram. DM him using promotion code Aboriginal Power, and you can get a discount on the herb as well, man. So make sure y'all tap into Asteroid Co. on Instagram. Use promotion code Aboriginal Power, man. Make sure y'all go smoke on some of the best hand-grown. You know it's grown by Aboriginal. You know it ain't got none of them chemicals that make you niggas gay. You know they got them chemicals that make you niggas gay. They're making frogs gay. Listen, man, this is organic, man. Go get some of that real shit. Shout out to Chief GoldenEye, boy. Your ass going in the nigga hole. I'm not even going to snipe you. I'm about to let this is shout out to Chief GoldenEye. Somebody snipe this nigga, man. Get this nigga the fuck out of here. This nigga the police. Get this nigga the fuck out of here. Get this nigga the fuck out of here, man. Whoever got this nigga out of here, confirm that, man. Confirm that, man. You police ass nigga. Organic from the soil. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all shot with my brother Asteroids on Instagram. What up, AP? Cut, kill it. Killing it on Big Dogs. Shout out to DJ Cut and Big Dog Philly OG, man. Yeah, man, we got some heat we're going to get into today, man. We're going to be chopping it up about the American Indians are agents for the United States. We're going to get into the 5 civilized tribes, a.k.a. known as the 5 civilized sellouts. We're going to get to that here in a minute, man. So make sure y'all lock in, man. We're going to get to it. We're just waiting on everybody to gather in the building. It's already been 30 minutes. Shout out to everybody. You know, we had some difficulties dealing with this internet. I don't know what's going on with StreamYards, but they got to get their shit together, man. That's why I ain't like even paying for this bullshit every month because of the fucking shitty service that it provides. But yet we still pay for it. Shouldn't even be paying for this bullshit. You understand me? Shouldn't even be paying for it, but we are. Kill confirmed. Yeah, y'all got that nigga the fuck out of here. Appreciate that. Y'all are outstanding soldiers. Y'all are outstanding soldiers, man. We're going to go ahead and drop the link in the chat for any of those who want to give their own thoughts of this 5 civilized tribe. Because I know a lot of you guys claim Indian heritage. A lot of these tribes that y'all claim, a lot of these nations are in fact the sellouts. We're going to be getting into the history of how the 5 civilized tribes worked with the colonizers directly to assassinate the head of tribes, nations, the chiefs of all nations. Almost 4 of the head chiefs out of the 5 tribes was assassinated. And they was assassinated so other people can move up. You understand me? So other people can move up in the rank and to be able to allow 14 million pale-skinned invaders, colonizers, to be part of these nations. The 5 civilized tribes assassinated niggas and allowed the Asian phenotype to work with the British colonists to allow 14 million pale skins and invaders to be part of their tribe. The 5 civilized tribe allowed these white people to be part of their tribe. So you wonder why you will see a lot of pale skins running around talking about their Indian. It's because of these same 5 civilized tribes. And they also, when they say that they Indian, you ask them, what Indian tribe are you? They always name the tribes that is considered the 5 civilized. It's because they allowed these 14 million people in. This is an agent tactic. This is an agent tactic. A lot of y'all don't know that the 5 civilized tribes are the 5 civilized sellouts. These are the nations that sold you out. How can it be only 5 civilized tribes out of thousands of nations and tribes? There was thousands of nations here onto the arrival of Europeans. See, what they're not telling y'all is that onto the arrival of Europeans, there was over 1,000 nations with over 500 languages being usurped. And only 5 nations became civilized? It's because these 5 civilized nations are the ones that sold out, went to war, dismantled and disrupted the system at hand. So a lot of you niggas claiming to be and talking about who sold your ancestors out, it was these people. It was those people. No. You got it backwards. See, you're part of the colonizer system. You work hand in hand with them. So that's why you would shit on any other nations that was here and naming them and classifying them as other nations and putting them in other geographical locations. We are the American gods. We are not children of these so-called white gods. We are not Indios. You wonder why your clan became a system of the United States, why they became the known 5 civilizations, civilized tribes. See, you clan niggas created the clan niggas. See, I'm gonna say that again. You sellout clan niggas created the clans, nigga. Yeah, the Ku Klux Klan was created by part of the members of the 5 civilized tribes. And we have to ask ourselves, why would they do such a thing? Why would they sell out other nations' people? I hear a lot of Indian conversations. Shout out to all my American Indians and brothers and sisters. You know, it's all love. I love you, brothers and sisters. But y'all only tell the ones that I'm hearing talking, not all you guys. The ones I'm hearing talking, I never heard them talk about sellout Indians, the ones who sold us out, the ones who had the lead Negroes and try to eradicate the history of who these people was and who they were, how they was described before 1899, was you civilized niggas. See, you civilized niggas means the ones who traded. See, we wasn't civilized means accepting their religion and their folk ways and mores. A lot of our ancestors fought to be able to deal and practice their culture. A lot of the Aborigines that wasn't part of the sellout tribes fought. And they're still fighting to keep their history and lineage alive. It was the 5 civilized tribes that helped formulate the story that helped eradicate the indigenous people by smallpox. You know, there was a story formulated by the 5 civilized tribes to disguise and hide the fact that they killed us on paper by misclassifying us. We are victims of the 5 civilized tribes. These are direct agents of the United States of America. Once you become a citizen, or once you become a recognized tribal member of any one of these 5 civilized tribes, do you know that you become an automatic ward of the state you're owned by the United States of America? And this is why oftentimes they put you on lack and resource deprived lands, tattered with uncolonized soil. And they promote you guys around as if y'all are the emblem or the significant factor from which America is built off of. No. You have never heard the true story of the rebellion, outstanding, remarkable, loving, peaceable, and fighting people that we call the Aboriginal nations, because the 5 civilized tribes have helped get rid of that and hide and deceive your people. These are not just the 5 civilized tribes. Civilized means one who's accepted this colonizer systems, and one that will avoid ones who are being rebellion. This is a sellout by forfeit. They went against the grain. And I heard a lot of Aborigines and Indians talking about this person and that person was a sellout. These people came over here and did us wrong. Well, why don't you talk about the nations, the 5 nations, later on becoming 6 nations, that did the same thing? See, these are the 5 civil lies that the nations have told you. They even try to eradicate the descriptive characteristics of the majority of the nations here. Let's do the math. Out of 1,000 nations, or 500 nations, let's say, out of 500 nations, only 5 nations became civilized and promoted around as these great, big, bad Indians that help Americans. No, that is a fucking hogwash. Anyone knows, even the KKK says they feel sorry for what colonizers have done to the American Indian. What do they mean by that? We're going to get into some audio here in a second, getting into some of this historical narrative, dealing with some of this tribal nations. But I just want that to sink into y'all brain. How is it only 5 civilized tribes out of 500? That means they only picked 10% of the nations to be part of the civilized. No, only 5% sold out. It only took 5% to get rid and eradicate the 95%. Shout out to my boy Gregory, man. I want y'all to support the channel, man. We just getting started, man. We just getting started. I'm talking about we just getting started. Y'all need y'all to support the channel. It's very important for you guys to support the channel. Cash out and PayPal information is It was ticking across the bottom of the screen. It's no longer ticking there. Let me put it on there. It's ticking across at the bottom of the screen now. So if you want to support the channel, support the channel. Shout out to Gregory Smith for the Cash App donation. We appreciate that, Gregory. Shout out to the brother Gregory Smith. He's in the chat. Make sure y'all show him some love for supporting the channel. We appreciate that. Thank you, brother Gregory. Shout out to Wakandi EIE Menguzi for the Cash App donation as well. We appreciate that. We appreciate that. It's nothing but love. Thank you, brother EIE Menguzi. We appreciate all the support. Make sure y'all support the channel. Y'all don't want to be one of the ones that don't support. Don't leave them two brothers out there. EIE Menguzi also said, always having fire bills. No, this is not a fire bill. I mean, it is a fire bill, but not only is it just a fire bill, it's a valued conversation that needs to be discussed, and it seems to be getting avoided. Nobody want to talk about the sellouts amongst your own nations that you guys claim to be part of. Everybody want to put it on the Moors. They want to put it on the Africans. They just put it on the European. Yeah, it is European pale skins and colonizers as well. But it also was a lot of you sellout niggas. And some guys in 2022 with characteristics and your aura and the way that you connotate yourself let you know that it's people that obviously descend from these sellout nations. See, I come from a royal, outstanding, what you would call a real Indian, a real nigga bloodline. And I come from a long line of real nigga that outstanding. And that attribute has been passed down. I mean, carefully held and passed down from generation to generation. My father was an outstanding nigga. His father was an outstanding nigga. And that has been passed down to me. And I'm in a position to make sure we gather all of the real Negroes, the real Indians, real Aborigines, however you want to say it. Excuse my French. And we here together. And then saying that, and let me say this. In that same sentence, as I'm a real nigga, there are descendants of sellouts. Oh, yeah. It's niggas who come from a long line of sellout ass niggas who sold our peoples out. And not only do they come from a long line, that sellout energy, that aura, attitude, that sellout attribute has been passed down and held carefully passed down to a lot of you niggas. And it's showing through your understanding and the way you narrate and distribute and implement this information. See, I'm here to lay it on the table. 5 civilized mean the 5 sellouts. So we're going to get into the sellout civil lies that they told us in history. So before we get into that, I want to give a shout out to my big brother, the Incredible Hulk, aka Hulk School, real Hulk
Tribe.
Shout out to you, brother.
Peace, brother. Peace. It's a blessing and an honor to be on the panel, brother. Salute to you, tribe, man. Peace to all the unconquered tribes of this.
Peace to all the unconquered tribes. And listen, the reason he said that is because we had to go try to find who we are. Did you have to go find who you are, Hulk, too? Or was you already in this tribal shit, already doing what you're doing as an Aboriginal? Did you have to go find your Aboriginal heritage and understanding of who you are? Was you on a journey to go find this? Because I was.
That's correct, brother. And I want to say, because even my grandfather and them, they referred to themselves as Indians, but they didn't know their history. You know what I'm saying? They knew enough from their elders to know that they was from these lands.
It was just a fragment of history passed down orally.
Facts.
Just for us to have that look. And we barely had this, because some of our grandmamas didn't talk like that. So facts. We barely had this. And so the reason we got to go look for our heritage and who we are is because somebody hid it from us. And it's not ironic that the ones who hid it from us are the ones that claim that they've been knowing, the ones that's attached to the 5 civilized, the ones that their grandmama was on the reservation. See, you sellouts.
Well, that's an invisible empire.
Everybody know that according to history, that 99% of the true indigenous people had to give up their tribal rule. They was usurped. They became POWs because they did not convert. They did not become civil lies. They did not become civil with the lies of the colonizer. So with us being rebellion, they called us savages.
Can I ask you a question, Babs? Because you really said something heavy there, bro. When you say civilized and civilized, and
Civil lies.
what's very interesting to me, because I'm becoming a bit of a aficionado on this Civil War shit, and I just realized, isn't Civil War an oxymoron?
Right.
How do you have a civil war? When I go to civil court, it's separate from criminal court because civil ain't criminal. So we had a civil war?
Civil deals with someone personal. It's a relationship factor in there.
Civil war?
So it was a relationship war. That's what you can call it. See, it was good ties, it was good relationships, it was good business till bad business, until bridges were burnt. And this what causes a lot of these wars. This is why you got certain tribes attacking other tribes, because these other tribes wasn't rocking with these tribes. They sold out. They said, we no longer going to fight against the pale skin. We're going to allow them in. A lot of people don't know that the 5 civilized tribes that signed what we call the Iroquois Confederacy treaties, when we get into these nation buildings and this communication and relationship, these are not the original chiefs of these nations. The original chiefs probably died a month earlier, maybe a year earlier at the most. They was assassinated, and people was appointed in position, and that's who they wanted in position. The colonizers knew who they had agreements with, and they knew they couldn't get shit done until they get the heads out the way. And they knew certain people was in position to rise after the head was gone, so they assassinated them. And these people moved up in the rank, and they allowed these Europeans to be accepted into these 5 civilized nations, which makes up the hundreds of tribes, by the way. That's why I keep saying nations, because these 5 nations break out to hundreds of tribes. And these hundreds of tribes inserted and allowed and accepted 14 million pale skins.
Well, all five of the chiefs, white daddies, probably supported that movement, but I digress.
Facts. Not only did they try to eradicate the true Aboriginal history, like I said, they lied. The 5 civilized tribe formulated this lie to get rid of the descriptive characteristics of who these nations was. Why do you think the mighty Algonquin Empire nation never really worked with the European like that? It was really all-out war. Why do you think some of the Muskogee nations and their emperors fought against the Europeans? Why do you think some people that was Cherokee Nation or Anahuaia or Anasazi, these Anahuaia or what we call now Cherokee nations, why do you think some of these tribes that was part of that nations was loosely affiliated once colonizers started in? And because they understood, and what's not mentioned is that some of the Cherokee nations tribe started working with them peoples, and some of them branched off like, nah, we ain't fucking with them. So you got niggas like the Chickamauga, you got shit like the Oneida, the Chihowie, that's fighting against the other nations along with the pale skins.
You know what,
Bab? When you're reading these stories, you're not understanding that there's other Indians fighting against Negro Indians.
That part. That's exactly what I was going to say. I just wanted to challenge anyone out there in earshot of this conversation to show me any of those 5 civilized tribes that were not at one time divided into 2 separate factions. Those who fought for the whites and those who fought for the niggas.
Right. That's why a lot of them are not even really mentioned. A lot of these nations are not even recognized. They're not even acknowledged as part of these nationhoods. You probably never even heard of the Oneida, the Hawassi, the Chahawi. You probably never heard of these nations. These nations was eradicated by the 5 civilized tribes. It goes back to the 5 Moorish families. The 5 Moorish families is the 5 civilized tribes. The 5 civilized tribes branched off. Some of them were sellouts. Some of them fought against the nation. We're dealing with nationhood. See, a lot of you Indians failed and y'all avoid the conversation. No, it's Moors that colonizers and did it wrong. It was black Europeans. No, it was the colonizers. It was the African. No, it was you niggas. I know it hurts, man. I know it hurts, man. The nation that you probably stem from, you only hear about these nations. Oh, I'm Cherokee. I'm Chickasaw. These are nations. There was tribes that was part of these nations. The reason you don't know your exact tribe is because they tried to eradicate it. Your tribe wasn't part of the civilized. They did not convert. They wanted to stay in their organic form. When you look at some of those southern, southeastern states, for instance, those barbarous coasts, why do you think that they call those people, and people are making the assumption that these are Muslim tribes? Because these people practice a type of religion that was not conducive to the pale skin, which was Catholicism. Have y'all ever heard of the great Christian and Muslim war? They didn't take place there in the Eastern Hemisphere. It took place in the southern states. See, y'all not been told about this. Y'all only been, oh, I'm Cherokee. I mean, I'm this, I'm that. Them niggas sellouts.
Don DeMarco.
Nigga, I'm a Hawassi. I'm a Oneida. I'm a Chahawi. Loosely affiliated with the Cherokee. Better known as the Chickamauga. But see, what you got to understand is that even that these terms that they identify is not accurate. You would never know. And the reason you would never know because it's not a part of no hillbilly white beast who crawled over here that eradicated you. No, it was your peoples who understood you that got rid of you on paper. The 5 civilized nations is the 5 sellouts nations. It was 5 sellout nations out of 500 nations. You do the math. You do the math. The Muslim, look it up. Look it up right now. Look up the Muslim and Christian war. It happened here on this land.
You look at the war in Algeria, I think it was around 1831 or something like that. The nigga, it was like 200 of the colonists was grabbed up, and the nigga left here with the so-called Marines, and the Marines was Aboriginals that he abandoned there and left them there to be killed by the enemy after freeing the 200 pale-faced colonists who was enslaved on the coast of Africa.
One
And
of the
that's
first
right
tribes,
before the Civil War.
one of the first tribes worked directly with the European to eradicate them on paper was what we call now the Lenni Lenape.
Facts.
And that Lenni Lenape nation is just one of the tribes. You had several different tribes. The Lenni Lenape went to war with the Delaware. And before it was called Delaware, we'll get into that area. They got into the war with the Shaka Maxim Moors. That
Bring it
whole
up.
area was called Shaka Maxim.
Hey, P, you lying, man.
No, one of the
making it.
oldest rivers. No, listen, one of the
Peace,
oldest
peace, boss,
rivers
peace.
right now
peace,
is
peace.
running from New York down to Delaware right now,
No,
and it's
I'm at
called the
you. I know
Stocking.
that. Look, I'm
Bring it out,
familiar with the.
AP.
I'm familiar with the story, yo. Look, check this out, though. I'm gonna keep my foot on you, fucking Lord
Tribe.
haters neck. You know what I'm saying? Like most of us understand exactly what's going on, right? But it's just for the people, you know. I ain't gonna call nobody out their name, but y'all already know what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, a lot of these people who doing research, they ain't digging deep enough. They taking playbooks straight out of they still
Facts.
using the general education system. You think you could
Facts.
just use it? You understand how school you do research.
Most
You gotta
definitely.
dig,
I overstand, my brother.
bro. You gotta dig deep
Oh
to
nah, a lot
find
of
this
these niggas
information.
are digging deep. They just can't tell the truth because it's in their blood to be a sellout. They see, listen, I come from a non-sellout bloodline, and some
Tribe.
niggas come from a sellout bloodline. So I'm gonna
Tribe.
do what a non-sellout do, and they gonna do
Tribe.
what a sellout do. That's just a nigga term.
Tribe.
Oh, that's a motherfucking physac. Look, that's a physac right there. What AP
Question for
saying,
the
right?
panel.
Yeah,
Question
Peace,
peace,
for
peace,
the
peace,
peace.
peace to the gods. To kill all that noise, right? With people trying to differentiate the Moors and Indians. Can you pull up the definition of what a Sagamore is?
man. They don't know a Sagamore is a chief. Look, you got the Sagamores, and then you got the
Saga.
ah,
A
See,
ah,
saga.
when
A
see
saga.
when the Iroquois signed their nation, all of the Saga Moors, or the head of chiefs, or the emperors of those nations, was assassinated. They
That's
never
right.
wanted to make deals with them people. Why you think that it took all the way to the 1776 to some shit to pop off?
Long live Chief Metacomet.
Why you think that? They came in 1600s. They was dealing
Yeah,
with King Tammany.
King
They was
Philip.
dealing with King Powhatan. It was a no-go. We wasn't setting up shop. Y'all got a very particular set of rules to go by. We're gonna give you a 6-block square radius to do what you do. Make sure you pay them taxes, abide by the laws. And they didn't like that. The head of nations who was establishing these laws was eradicated, wiped out, assassinated. New
It
chiefs
was,
was appointed. These new chiefs was directly appointed that was already in line, that was doing back business with the colonizers.
I believe the
This is
word
how
for
this is how the 5 civilized nations. I'm telling y'all, look it up now. This is how the 5 civilized nations introduced and allowed and accepted 14 million pale skin invaders.
are they familiar with the term coup d'etat? You might want to start there.
Man, we know what the coup d'etat. That's royal talk. See, they don't know about royal talk. See, that's corruption from
Tribe.
the inside. See, that we ain't gonna go down that route with these niggas yet. Cause they are the coup d'etat. They are the ones that's doing the corruption from the inside. This is what he's talking about. See, they don't know nothing
Oh, they
about
don't
that.
speak they don't speak French. They probably wasn't doing no trade. They was probably slaves, so they probably don't know that term. My bad.
Oh, yeah, they didn't know that.
They was probably in the cotton field,
As the
allegedly.
techniques. Yes, sir.
So that's why we gotta keep this information going. We're gonna get back to it, man. I got some audio I want to get to here in a second, but I'm gonna allow you brothers to get it in. But I do want to shout out to everybody that's in the building. Shout out to everybody that's in the building, man. This is gonna be one of the ones, man. I need everybody to drop a fire emoji if you can hear me. If you haven't supported the channel, support the channel. Cash App and PayPal information is at the bottom of the screen. I do want to shout out to the brother Roger W for the Cash App donation. Thank you, brother Roger. He's in the chat, y'all. Make sure y'all show Roger some love for supporting the channel, y'all. Make sure y'all show him some extra love. Turn up for him in the chat. Also, shout out to the brother Smoke Signal for the Cash App donation as well. Smoke
Tribe.
Signal for the Cash App as well, man. So yeah, man, the link is in the chat for anybody want to come on to as well. This is an open panel right now. Before I get into
Come
some
on,
of my
smoke.
audio that I lined
Get
up. So
smoke
yeah.
Hey,
signal up here.
where was the Algonquin headquarters or the Iroquois? Because they both was working together. Where was
Well,
their headquarters at?
well, the headquarters is where the headquarters of the United States is right now.
Or would it be Quebec? because they didn't settle Quebec till 1520 something.
That could have been a
It's part of the Holy
outpost.
Roman. This is a part of the Holy Roman Empire that people don't know about. The
This is what we're
Iroquois.
talking about.
The Iroquois is, how would I put this? You got to, it'll take you to Belgium. And Belgium got a college, but it is no longer working per se. But this college was built in the 10th century. And it's got to do with the Iroquois.
Well, a lot of people don't know that the Iroquois and the Mighty Algonquin was going to war. There's a war called the Great War of the Mighty Algonquin versus the Iroquois nations.
Do you believe that? Do you think people was at
Nah.
war?
Hey,
Do
look,
you
the
think people was at
Iroquois.
war and they doing trade and they're eating and they're doing trade there? Until
Yeah,
the trade breaks down, then I could see a war maybe breaking out.
Oh no, it was
There's too many
definitely
structures.
it was definitely camaraderie. But like I said, at a point in time, all nations was in with harmony. There was no sellout. Shit was operating
The
good.
land of peace, baby.
And it became sellouts. That's why you don't have any of the Algonquin nations tribes being part of known as the five civilized tribes. The only people that's
But
part
can
of the
you
five
take us?
civilized tribes is part of the Iroquois Nation Confederacy.
Can you take us to a meeting place, a building for the Iroquois or the Algonquin Indians? Do they have a headquarters that we can actually see?
Well, I believe that the headquarters
It
of
should
this
not be
nation, once
belief.
they
It should know. Like, you can't be saying this. The Algonquins and the Iroquois running around up in Canada, but they're
oh yeah,
not
they
actually being
definitely would.
seen. They ain't
Well,
really
no,
being seen.
we definitely got structures in Canada, but what we got to understand is, as colonization goes on, a lot of the historical buildings, a lot of these forts, a lot of these strongholds that was taken over, obviously by sellout nations and wars, was taken over and occupied by other nations and other people. So what I'm saying is, part of the Algonquin structure is what you're seeing in DC. Those structures that we call these old marvelous buildings, the White House, this Algonquin Nation Aboriginal shit right there, and
Well,
it's
you
been
Now,
took
know, all them
by
basilicas
people.
are all them Christian, I mean, so-called Catholic basilicas that's supposed to be 100 years old. You can look at the architecture and see that they all used to be motherfucking mosques. They still got the domes on them.
mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
They all used to be
and some
mosques.
schools still got it.
Well, you
So
know,
and now let's connect Algonquin to Muslim. Are y'all familiar with the Algonquin language, letters, and alphabet, better known as the Ojibwe? And I can pull it up right now and compare it to the Arabic language.
Bring it
So
out.
Well, they
so
still
when we
come out of
looking
the
at these
Holy Roman
wars,
Empire.
so when we looking at these terms and these wars and these names, they often changing the names of the wars, and they in which by forfeit you think different people. So keep in mind when you thinking of a civilized war, you're looking at these particular nations who's civilized going at the uncivilized. This is what we're talking about. We're talking about the Algonquin and the motherfucking Iroquois war, man.
Okay,
It's
so the
sellouts versus
Algonquin. Hold up, hold up, hold up,
non-sellouts,
hold up.
man.
Let's think about this. You got the Algonquin Iroquois War, and you got the French War, the French Indian War. Who was
This is
the
two different
Algonquins
time
and
frames.
who was the Indians?
When did the French Indian War happen?
In 1789, it was over.
and who was fighting the so-called Aboriginal Confederates in the Civil War? You got French Zouaves, right? So you got the French, and them the French that they done sent over from Algeria, who left out of what we would call the Barbary coast of North Africa. And from there is how they got to Europe. And then from Europe is how they come over here. And you get to thinking they from Europe, but they was some slaves in Africa.
Yeah,
Pale
and
faces.
you don't really know, but the the Nigerians, the Siberians, and the Ukrainians
All
always been
Zubais
in league, always been in league together.
against
So
us.
when they was bringing them Catholic priests here, they was Nigerians. You can look at their faces and see it.
Those are all your so-called black Europeans. Them is niggas that was grabbed up or either sided with them or was former servants of people who were part of the coup d'etat. Because a lot of these niggas you see, these African face ass niggas coming from Europe, these niggas some eunuchs. These niggas ain't even got a nutsack to bring with them.
Right,
I
right,
digress.
right.
Well, like I said, before you even get into that, like I said, you got a nation war between two different states, and it's taking place, which led into all these other wars. Like before you even get into the French Indian War, you got to get into the American Indian. You see what I'm saying? Before you get into the American
It's the
Indian,
same people. It's the same people though.
And that Tartar shit, that Tartarian bullshit, that's a hijack, my nigga. Ain't
it's
nothing
not the same people.
Tartarian
I mean,
about
they the
none of that
same
shit.
people
What,
as far as aboriginals to this land, but one of them is selling out. One of them has become
man,
civilized.
when you
One of
look
them
up
is
Tartar, it's gonna
being
take you to mayonnaise.
non-bastardized.
Nah, what he telling you is with Tartar, he gets saying that they run 25 different plays on us when it comes to these terms, so we'd never figure it
Facts.
out. So it's like even when they saying Tartars, we ain't never call ourselves no Tartars. That's just that Tartarian history is still part of our history. You see what I'm
That's not
saying?
our history. That's
Now,
Bro,
the
bro,
Native Americans are the Tartars.
bro,
They
listen,
come
my
from
dude.
a Tartar is a
Okay.
city or a
Listen, brother.
state
Listen,
Yeah,
brother,
you're not
brother,
listening. You're
brother.
not
Slow
over in
listening.
down.
Europe.
Slow
No,
You're
that's
not
down.
not
I
listening.
true.
got the
That's
Everybody
map.
not
gotta do the
true.
etymology.
The
I
word
got the map.
Tartarian means unknown. So for somebody to say
Well,
what
it's
it
gonna
means
take you to
exactly
mayonnaise.
is
Nigga don't know what
already
tartar sauce
incorrect.
is?
So,
Val,
hold on,
niggas
one at
don't
a
know what
time,
tartar
y'all. One at
sauce
a
is.
time.
Do anybody know
Listen,
what
yeah,
tartar
that's a
sauce
fact.
is on the panel? It's mayonnaise, my nigga.
what's the
Well, they gonna
calculation?
put that in the 1871
Listen,
Immigration
man.
Act that the people were
When you get
Tartars.
into Native Americans, Genghis Khan, all this whole shit going on in what we call Tartaria empires and shit like that, they give a very descriptive characteristics of who these Native Americans or who these Asian people are. They ain't of the same people
Facts.
that you see. They are redhead, pale, fair-skinned people. It's documented in all sources when mentioning that these Asians. These are Asian slaves. They was just enslaved over there, man.
They just trying to take the history and steal it, my nigga. That's just another way of stealing the history.
They try to link Tartaria Empire and the unknown history who created the technology there to them Asians. Them Asians are not even connected to anything over there that's considered Tartaria Empire. At one point in time, Moscow would have been the capital of Tartaria. Them buildings that you see on
Mos- you say
when you
Moscow? Hold on.
yeah,
You say Moscow?
yeah, I'm saying, listen, bro. Let me get it out. I'm saying Moscow, as in Russia. You understand what I'm saying? Moscow would have been the capital at one point in time of Tartaria. So when you look at maps in the 1500s and you look at Moscow, you see those structures that resemble what we call, let's just say, Muskogee Creek buildings that you see in Florida in the southern hemisphere. So what we see is a connecting factor of the structure. So and we know, I know, when you studying ancient shit, when you studying the mystics, you got to deal with numbers. Numbers is always a factor. And when we're dealing with geometry and we're looking at the angle and the structure of a building, it tells a story. It has a signature of who did it. And when we get into Tartaria, in the history of Tartaria, you can look it up right now. Any form, any other encyclopedia, whatever, it's going to tell you unknown. Tartaria means unknown.
Hey, look, hey,
But
real quick,
that's in the
AP.
same area as the Byzantine Empire.
AP, real quick, before any interruptions, please don't cut me off, please. I mean, like I was saying, when you get into the Tartars, okay, no matter what you think their identity is, they are being recognized for a lot of our culture, no matter who you saying that they are. Okay? They didn't build none of these structures over here. They're not responsible for
Facts.
that. That's our work. Even when you get into Florida, they tell you, oh, the Tartars built these buildings, okay? Okay, there might have been people in your mind recognized as Tartars, but in my mind, the people that they're calling Tartars are either called Moors or they would be the Maru or the Aboriginal people of the Americas. Thank you very much.
Facts. I land my plane.
It's more
All
the evolution of words and evolution of time. I feel like we're
No,
not
we
realizing
hold
that
on,
either.
Flood. We're not talking about words. We're not talking about time.
What? But
We
it
always
is though.
listen. We talking about sellout Indians versus
I
non-sellout
get
Indians.
that.
That's
I
the
get
topic
that. But
today.
the
I'm
root of
sorry.
it, the
I just
root
want
of it.
everybody. I just
Let me
want
tell
everybody
you,
to
look,
stay
I
on
have
topic.
no
I just want
look.
everybody to stay on
But
topic of
that's
what
the same
the
thing. But
is
that's the
today.
same thing that he was just saying though about the Moorish community again. Once with these words.
Hey, look, hey, sis, I have no problem claiming to be a Moor and knowing what an Indian and Aboriginal at the same time. I'm proud to claim that term.
Yes, y'all
I have,
caught up on the
and look,
word. We
and I
Yeah,
understand
look
but
what.
at,
y'all look at it different though. Look at how blacks are. Period though. We always looking for
Look,
more.
this ain't it. This ain't
All
it,
right,
man. We
fine.
talk.
All right, then fine. Then fuck it then.
All
What's
right,
up, everybody?
Source up.
Peace, peace, peace. Love, love, love.
come through next one, man. I want everybody to stay on topic. Respectfully.
And you got to understand, we're talking about a time when people were being called Moors, and there was no noble Drew Ali to be spoke of at this
that's a
time.
fact.
So when you're dealing with Moor, you're dealing with cultural practices at the time that these people are labeling us. You could be not even practicing Islam and just used to be a slave in North Africa, and now you got some rank on the ship. All right. So now they calling you a Moor, and you ain't even a nigga at all. But I
Hey, I'm gonna
digress.
take it one step further than that, Hospital. Look, the Moro people, the Moru, right? As in Amaru,
Tribe.
Moru, are the ancient people of the world. So when they using that term is not being used out of ignorance. It's the people who think they know what the term is being used. So that
Facts.
term will be used to the Aboriginal people of this continent. If you believe in Lemuria, it will be applied to them as well. So it's like even when we get into these terms, there's too many people like they're not researched up enough to be dealing with me. They
Yeah,
not.
man. Like I said, matter of fact, a lot of niggas don't even talk about this subject because they don't know shit about this subject. That's why I mean, everybody ain't equipped for this. Like, I just want to keep it maintained. I will allow people to insert if they can keep on point with the topic. You feel what I'm saying? But listen, man, we talking about sellout nations of the Indians, bro. The ones who became civilized and allowed 14 million motherfucking pale skin colonizers to take that turn and to get benefits off of it.
But that's what we dealing with now, though, and you got to deal with the evolution of words and how it changed, and now the 21st century of changing and of the millennial curse. Like, I mean, it's more of that. That's why I say that. You feel me? Like,
Let
I'm
me
not
ask you
trying
a
to take
question, sis.
nothing off. Go ahead.
Sis, who are you? I mean, what do you identify yourself as?
Really, at this point, I identify myself as a human.
Okay, a human from where?
Just a human, just on this planet Earth. And the only reason
Okay.
why I'm saying that is because I'm in tech with my emotions. Like, I know there is more to life. I know that there's, it's another astral planet. I know that there's more. You get what I'm saying? Even though you have to start
Interesting.
with a Moorish type of mindset, but then you evolve into a human. You get what I'm saying? Like, this is like a God different
You know
type
what a
of
human being
level.
is, sis, right? A human being is a descendant of a primate. We're not
Hey,
human
hold on,
beings. That's
man.
another.
Listen, I don't want to
Go ahead.
go down. I want to stay on topic, man. See, that's
Go
what
ahead.
I'm
Stay on topic.
saying.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
All
AP,
right,
go ahead.
well, I'm not trying, and I already know, AP, I already fucking know. But I'm just saying, as far as the term human,
Look,
This is advanced placement.
hold on, sis.
You get what I'm saying? Like that. This is like a God different. You know what a human being is, right? A human
Hey, somebody
being
got an echo,
is
man.
a descendant of a primate. We're not.
Hey, hold on, man. Listen. don't want to go down. I want to stay on topic, man. See, that's what I'm saying.
All right, well, I'm not trying.
5 civilized tribes.
I already fucking know. But I'm just saying, as far as the certain
man, who the fuck is that, man? Robert, man, Chris. Yo, you got your shit playing, got an echoing, fucking up my live, man. Y'all tripping.
Nah, yo. What's up with the
Niggas
gods, yo? Peace to the gods, yo.
Peace to the gods.
That wasn't me. That wasn't me, yo. That was them.
No,
You know
no, it
what I
wasn't
mean?
none of that. It was not none of that.
Yeah, no, I just got on here, yo.
My name Rabbit Man Chris. Shout out to you, brother. But listen, man, I want to stay on topic, man. I do not want to steer away from the topic, man. Seriously.
Hey,
I got some shit I'm about to get into. I got audio I'm about to, but listen, y'all, that's why I'm saying do not deviate from this sellout Indian shit. Niggas be wanting to deviate and go away from this topic, man.
Bro.
It's a serious topic.
Yo,
can I say
build
one
on it?
thing? I just want y'all to do a quick Google. Just do a quick Google, bro. Just type in Knights of the Golden Circle and do a image search. All you gotta do is go to Google, type in Knights of the Golden Circle. And when you do the image search, you will see the chiefs of the 5 civilized tribe picture pop right up because they are Knights of the Golden Circle. And I landed there.
Hell, the Cherokee language was created by a white man.
Yeah, Sequoia. Yo, can I say this real quick?
Yeah, you got it. Let's get to it.
Yeah, well, yo, what I see, piece of the guy buying the panel. Yo, look, man, you got to look at the reason why they sold out too, right? Because it's different. Like when you look at the trade routes, right? Andrew Jackson, right? Look at what he did, right? Andrew Jackson took over West Point, right? That was strategic. That's a strategic area. Then he went down to New Orleans. So he cut off the trade routes from Canada down into Mexico. So if you cut off that shit, now they in negotiation with these motherfuckers. You know what I mean? These other sellout aristocrat niggas, right? So I think the brother brought up a good point. We ain't really built on the islands and the different areas in Canada, bro. Because if you look at Canada, like Lake Erie got a lot of islands. A lot of those crackers was coming down to Mississippi, bro. That's where they was. Because remember, all those those New Orleans wasn't even part of the 13 colonies. Yeah, so how was all these Slavs coming? You know what I mean? Through the middle part.
So they would. I have my.
You see what I'm saying?
What's going on in Canada? You know what I'm saying? Me and
right.
All the time, like I said, when we get into Canada, we get into a lot of other shit, man. Like, you know what I'm saying, we get into.
But also this AP, you on point because the reason why the Indian is in the laws, right? And I think people always go with the good part and the shit that benefit them. But you gotta ask, why was they giving Indians benefits, right? You know why? Because it's in congressional records. These Indians was officially Indian agents. If you look up Indian agents, the Indian agents was the ones that was representing these sellout tribes.
Listen. Once the Iroquois Nation allowed these people in, bro, and they set up deals, they created something called the Know Nothing Party. Are y'all familiar with the Know Nothing Party?
Of the Native Americans?
The Native American Party. These was a conglomerate of white people. This is when they started allowing and accepting these pale skins in, man. It was these nations who sold out these other people, who forced Andrew Jackson to create this whole thing where they had to give up their tribal rule if they wasn't bowing down to Catholicism.
Civilized. Allegedly.
Right, because he took away their fucking system, the trade route, bro, from West Point down to New Orleans. So they couldn't get shit no more. They wasn't running shit.
It wasn't him that was cutting it out. Because look at it. Go look at the wars and who was stopping it and invading and fucking up a lot of this shit. It was a lot of these sellout nations. The Cheyenne. You got Cherokee, Philly. You got a lot of these motherfuckers who going to war with motherfuckers like a lot of them Algonquin nations. A lot of them Muskogee nations.
Can we really say that they sold out given the circumstances that they was in, though?
Yes, you can sell out. Yes, you can say they sell out when you only got 5 nations out of 500 that became.
Hold on, Bob. It's 500 niggas. 500 niggas got arrested. 500 niggas got arrested. They executed 495 niggas and made the other 5 the leaders of everybody.
Join the die.
Who snitched,
But they was on that join the die stuff. Either you getting this birth certificate, or you going, you know. Okay, I see why you saying sellout though. I see why, because they
Look,
instead
bro,
of fighting,
look,
they went ahead and
Well, first of all, they sold out because they was already trying to convert us in the 1600s. This is why the American Indian War happened. This is why the French War happened. We wanted to stay and practice our own folkways and mores. After that happened, the 5 civilized tribes assassinated the chiefs of those particular operations. The Mohawk chief was assassinated. The Oneida chief was assassinated. We can get into the various ones. So then you got chiefs moving up who making these agreement backhand deals with the Europeans, man. This is facts.
And when you go to look at all these books that's being written about the so-called Aboriginals,
listen, that's what civilized means. That means to give up your tribal rule and accept whatever the colonizers is presenting. This is when, so soon as they started presenting it and said they was down to show their loyalty, they was handing guns. I can go show you the images of the Indians handed guns by the pale skins going to war with another Aborigine.
Hey, that civilized terminology is also under being baptized, man. It's under being baptized and it's under accepting Christianity. Because remember,
that's what I'm saying. When you go back and look at that term, listen, the ancient Indians in the valley, Moros, these was unbaptized Indians. The ones who became baptized became Indians. Better known as the 5 civilized nations, bro. That's why it was only 5 nations out of 500 that became known and promoted around as these big mad Indians.
That's funny you say. You say that they became
bad for me to be a Choctaw and Cherokee now, bro. Damn, I ain't know we was doing that.
So they became Indians. So you saying basically they became God in person. So once they reached a certain rank of height within this new I guess you could say, for lack of better terms, SS secret society. Once they became a part of this secret society, they were raised to such a rank that they became Indios, God in the flesh, God in person, almost like Elijah Muhammad and Master Fard Muhammad being God in
they
person.
did a substitute on us, man. They locked down. They allowed them nations to get into position and do a run up substitute, man. A lot of the nations that you hearing is just whispering down. These are the nations that civilized and colonized y'all. A lot of your tribes has got eradicated. Them motherfuckers is deceased.
Salute to the unconscious tribes.
They existed. A lot of people ain't never even heard of like the Chihawi, like I keep mentioning, the Hawassi, like I keep mentioning, the Oneida, like I keep mentioning, that they was part of what we would call the Cherokee Nation. What we call now the Cherokee Nation.
And let me say this too, real quick,
or some shit like that.
Yeah, all that, right? But check this out, right? Listen to this, right? Y'all can hear me, right? Because I do not want to keep going yelling over people.
Yeah, I heard you.
Roger.
What I'm saying is this, right? When you see the people who resisting Christianity, they always telling you the Moors are. Why they resisting Christianity? Why is the Christians trying to convert them so bad into being Christians?
Because they were self-love.
Because Muslims rule the world and have been ruling the world for centuries. And I don't know why niggas want to have no debate about this.
No,
why do we always have to have a debate about the culture of Islam when you can't show me any other culture where melanated people were empowered for centuries? I'll wait.
Because they can't connect the culture back to the Americas. You see all of you look, you even see Indian chiefs, right? You even see Indian chiefs with the fucking the crescents and the star on it, right? I got plenty of fucking Indian chiefs that got the crescent and the star.
Listen, man, when you go and look up the nation's flag of the warrior soldier that's fighting for South Carolina, which is still the emblem today. It's even minted on the quarters. You see a man with a flag with a crescent moon and a star on it, man, symbolizing South Carolina. Still to this day is the symbol and the flag of South Carolina. Right now as we speak, man.
But they think that they think Huguenots came here and did. And see, that's the thing too, right? It's too many of these motherfuckers who don't have a real correct understanding to what the fuck going on. And because you see another culture that they tell you came from somewhere else, and you can't identify it to being attached to us, you automatically give them claim to that culture. Oh, the South Carolina flag was made by Hugo. Hugo not saying had no fucking power over here like that. Did you hear what the fuck I read the other day? America had the greatest empire that ever existed.
Tribe.
The fuck? Like,
We
what the
still
fuck?
here.
And that's the part that
We
kind of
still
fucked me
here.
up. You feel me?
We
Because
still
like we
here.
supposed to be the richest or whatever and the wealthiest, and now I see why the fuck we like that or whatever. But how they treating it or whatever is on some dumb shit. You get what I'm saying? Like it's supposed to be
They
used for
crossed us.
advantage.
We start.
You feel
Look,
me?
we
As far
start.
as like having the guns and stuff on our land or whatever, and be able to terrorize other nations and lands and stuff
Coup
like that.
d'etat. Coup
You know,
d'etat,
you
sis.
know, you know what they did. You know what they did. They did the only thing they could do. The only way you can destroy an enemy you can't destroy is make them destroy themselves.
They can destroy your mind.
Man, listen,
That's what
fuck
they do.
all
They
that.
destroy
It
our
ain't none of
mind.
that. You got a sellout getting over on you, nigga. You got
That's what I'm saying. They
you
use
got
those
swindled,
5
man.
tribes to destroy everybody else across this damn nation.
I
Like,
mean, the mind is a powerful thing. You get what I'm saying?
Man,
And I feel like the
it's
blacks
more
or
than
whatever,
mine.
we
It's
get
literally
manipulated the
physical
most.
nah.
corruption. It's physical
Nah, but the
corruption.
mind.
It's
Remember though, AP.
listen.
Look,
The mind
it's all of that.
the mind is a terrible thing to waste, and that's why we in the position that we in now, because your damn mind done rotten. You think that everything that you read is true, everything you said is true. You think you got beaten, stuffed on African boats like sardines. Only now to realize that your ass been here, you built this goddamn nation, you became a POW, and now you are being oppressed by all immigrants and oppressor of this system that you have fashioned. See, you don't even
Don
understand.
DeMarco.
You still think the big bad white man crawled and stood up and whooped your ass over here. Nigga, it was your own peoples that sold you out. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Punk shit.
Hey, and how long have we been talking about that? Because I just heard Hawk say about the Knights of the Golden Circle, right? You understand, Albert Pike was part of the Knights of the Golden Circle, right?
Did
We
Albert Pike
also
have a son that was part of the Cherokee?
no
That was
part of
part of the
not part of
Fossil
part of
Nimrod
the
Smith.
not
You
part of
thinking
the
about
Cherokee, the
Nimrod
other one.
Smith. He was buddies with James Mooney, and that's who went and stole all the information from the tribes before they killed niggas. That's where you get all James Mooney's books from. I digress.
But it was the what's the name? What's the other tribe? Not the Chickasaw, the Creek, the Choctaw. It was the Choctaw and the Chickasaw, right? But remember,
facts.
these are terminology that they're creating. Like, listen, like the brother
Listen, when
was
they call you, now mind you, when it's white people calling you a Choctaw, they got a definition for it at that time. They calling you a flathead ass nigga, man.
Flathead, yeah, motherfucker,
You a
flathead, man.
flathead. The word Choctaw means
So you saying
flathead.
the names was changed after they done converted over to them
Man,
motherfuckers?
all of them would be Muskegee. All of them tribes, they tell you
They will
Cherokee,
be the
Creek.
most
None of them tribes.
the Muskegee.
Yeah, none of them tribes existed.
And I just want to add something out there when we're dealing with this culture, because I have, by the grace of the Most High, been appointed and anointed as a defender of the Aboriginal culture in the Americas. And when you go to the mound sites, the Mississippian mound sites, which we know are sites that were built by our earliest ancestors, you will find certain artifacts which will denote the culture of the people, such as the hand of Fatima, which is known throughout the world, through all the Abrahamic religions, as a talisman of protection. Well, this talisman of protection is found 500 AD in goddamn Georgia and Mississippi, carved in rocks. So how you gonna tell me somebody brought a culture over here who was Muslim 500 years ago in Mississippi, my nigga? Or should I say in 500 AD in Mississippi, who left this artifact with the hand of Fatima with an eye in the middle of it, carved into a rock, buried in a mound on the Mississippi River? That wasn't 1492, was it? Come on now. You got to dig deep. We still here.
Man, y'all don't even understand that the Ku Klux Klan literally replicate some of your old traditional wear for spiritual ceremonies. Them clothing that they wear come from the direct descendants that he talking about. 500 BC. Talking about 1400 Olmec territory. You can go and look at I can go and show you right now the mirrors of what they dress like and go show you a motherfucking full KKK crew from Grand Wizard all the way down. The Grand Dragon. Because that's the top one. See, I don't even know that. See, the dragon is the Draquan. They go back to Quetzalcoatl. Oh, man, I'm not even about to break this shit down to y'all. This is stolen information, man.
You mean dragon like
hold
dragon?
Hold on. So wait, you telling me that the so-called Civil War that they put in these history books about these white people talking about some union and all that stuff, it was actually between us. That's what I'm getting at.
It was a coup d'etat. Coup d'etat. Google that.
Yes.
You said it was a what? What'd you say, Hawk?
It is the most infamous coup d'etat of all history, my man. See, when you're dealing with, let me give y'all a couple Jews, man. Live from the motherfucking tribe. Long live the Republic of Atlanta. Shout out to all my Atlantean niggas who can hear me. Feli, forever I love Atlantis. Atlantis is rising. These niggas can't breathe, so we gonna get these niggas some air. All right. Now I just did a whole bill, two bills on the Invisible Empire. And when you get into these numbers and all this Freemason shit, see, they wanted to develop a cipher. Cipher is the Arabic zero, ziffer. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the Mayan number system still being translated into another format. And, you know, the culture of the people is still the same. However, the names have been changed to protect the guilty. All right. So KGC, that's 33. 33. What's 33? Freemason 33. That means the Knights of the Golden Circle. All right. Now, when you're dealing with all that Mexico history, all that Texas, Alamo was a mosque, my nigga. The Alamo was a mosque. Go look at it. That's where they was fighting. The barbarous states, that's the black belt, all the fertile soil. Because, see, we still had the best part of the planet Earth under our feet to this day, my nigga. The black soil running all through the south.
How the fuck they gonna call a place the fertile crescent in the eastern hemisphere when that place ain't even fucking fertile? It's the driest place. They lack fucking resources like a motherfucker. How's that the fertile anything? That's how you know it's the switcheroo of the names, man.
You know what's the game changer for me, y'all? When I found out these so-called pale people was illiterate to the late 1800s. So how was they ever doing anything?
Big facts.
So who the fuck wrote the treaties then?
Bro,
who wrote these damn treaties then?
Our people used to be scared of these motherfucking people, bro. Y'all don't even understand, bro. Our people used to be, we seen them, we was trying to be like, yo, what's up with them? Then they were just savages. So we just quit dealing with them and all. Y'all gotta look up the history of the power.
Don't say savage, you can say no morals.
Hold on, Chai. The history of the Powhatan is called it's a history in time called the starving time. It's when we quit fucking with them colonizers and starved their ass the fuck out. Flat out. We was feeding them to the time they came.
Well, that's why they needed citizenship, so they could get welfare. They was the first people on food stamps.
Told you I'm gonna do a movie on that.
Originally, the Indian Bureau of Affairs and all them agents, them was for poor white people to help them out. It was more white people being helped by them than anybody when you do the historical research on the topic.
It's the same shit today too, Hawk. It'd be all of them on welfare and all this stuff, right?
That's why they had to become citizens, bro, to get that money from the government.
Man, how the fuck the Fertile Crescent is a fertile crescent and that bitch dry little bitch?
That shit desert sand, bro. Ain't nothing over there.
Makes sense, man.
They got the red shirts, paramilitary. They coming in 1900, 1901. You know what I'm saying? That's when they start overthrowing our government. They got paramilitary coming to the polling to keep black people from goddamn voting, burning shit down, so no niggas could get in office. This is how they overthrowing the government and doing this coup so they can create this fake war. But the war was fake. They moving the guns around, so when they go to go fight a nigga, a Confederate nigga, they ain't even got no guns over there for them. Because it was a setup out the gate. This shit is a show.
Listen. The reason we're all American. The reason
the first American psyop.
All this shit is a psyop. Like even in the Webster's 1828 definition and dictionary, it's telling you pretty much the defined factor that niggas is selling out allowing pale skins to be part of these Indian nations, not just a few white pale skins, invaders, colonizers, 14 million of them, bro. It's on document record. So yeah, they are now Americans due to the sellouts. That's why in the definition tell you copper color races found here. This is the definition of America. Copper color races found here prior to Europeans, copper color races, Aborigines. Then it said now applied to Europeans.
Anybody born in America type shit.
Who you think said is now applied to Europeans? People were thinking in mind, well, this is a white man that wrote this book. Noah Webster was not a white man. He wasn't a pale skin.
Meanwhile, we were teaching our children Latin at the house. So how is these people even going to know anything about laws, about jurisprudence?
Right, listen, 1828, while these niggas is coming in being accepted, you got motherfucking Aborigines or Negroes or Indians, if you will, that's been sold out at this point, right? Creating some of the most magnificent shit. Engines, spark plugs, street lights, potato chips, ladders, hammers, things of this nature is being made.
Yo, Bap, man, I think y'all should do another build on these dams across America, man, because a lot of our shit is.
We ain't talking about no damn dams right now, man. We talking about sellout Indians and civilized sellout, man.
Shit, you gotta
talk about that all day.
When we're talking about damn on another motherfucking bill, man.
So hold up now. Because now you telling me these white folks ain't had no type of literature, they couldn't even read until like that. Like, what would you say? Like the 1800s?
Well, look, let's be logical, bro. We gonna make it real simple so it ain't no conspiracy shit. They are not from motherfucking America. These niggas is from Russia and Germany. Why the fuck would they even know how to speak English, much less read a book?
So hold up. Now where I was getting at was, so all this Roman shit, all that shit happened here, bro. This Roman Empire and all this crazy ass shit. They just remixed it to put it over there, but it really happened here type shit.
Yes, bro.
Yes, it's switched like a motherfucker.
It's
like
I got photos of them digging. They digging Rome out the mud in 1900.
It's really a dirt.
They digging Rome out the mud in 1900. We got photos and everything. We caught. We really do this work over here, man, on the Aboriginal side, man. We are the geniuses of the planet Earth, man. The cream of the motherfucking crop.
Because ever since we did it, go ahead, child.
What you say,
everything you saying, them dams don't matter.
I'm not saying dams don't matter, bro. That is not what I said. That is not what I said, bro. That is not what I said. Everything's matter. But we're going to stay focused on the topic at hand. I will dedicate a bill to dams. It's showing the importance of them.
No, you're doing right, man. Somebody got to keep us on task. We know too much, man. Shit be all over and people can't grasp everything, and we keep it more concise.
You tell this to Kid Grebo. He gonna say some new shit.
It's just like, let's talk about right now.
Nah, flood.
Baby girl, if you don't know where you've been, you don't know where you're going. That's rule one.
No,
that's why I'm asking all these questions now. That's why I'm asking questions now.
Flood. No, we're not doing that. Yes, we do need to talk about the now, which we do. We've been talking about the now forever.
Oh, look, let's bring it to the future. Hold on, I'm gonna bring it to the future for you. I'm gonna bring it.
Listen, hold on, Flood, and we're not gonna stop talking about the what's going on now. But right, goddamn now, we're talking about Indian agents for the United States of America and 5 civilized sellout nations. All right. That's
look, you can't go into your Google Maps, baby girl, respectfully, and say you want to go somewhere without having a starting point.
No, I'm not saying that.
So that's all we're saying. You got to have a starting point.
But no,
to head anywhere.
No, but I do want to say this just to puzzle people's minds. So if we're based off of sex, right? And sex rules everything.
Oh my God! Here we go.
Changing the narrative right there. I got the narrative.
We don't want
conversation. She trying to flood the whole panel with this bullshit. Nah, fam.
That's why the fuck my name is called the Flood.
Oh yeah, Fox
Yeah,
is hiring, but
you
this
fuck with
ain't
the
that.
scratch right now.
I mean,
Get
it's
on
called
somewhere.
that for different reasons or whatever, and it ain't because of that or whatever. Everybody think that,
Can
but
we
it's
call you the
because of Noah.
spin? Can we call
But
you the
still,
spin? How about
huh?
the spin? How can we call you the spin?
The spin.
Yeah, you put a little spin, a little twist on it. You know what I'm saying?
All
A
right,
little
that's
extra.
fine. I don't care. All right,
Man,
so
listen,
the
listen.
evolution of
Anyway,
what?
Flood. Don't flood right now. Just maintain it. We need to build a
No,
goddamn
Yeah,
dam
maybe the
the
dams
out
are
of your
important.
evolution
Maybe
town
we
right
do
of
need
I
to
was
talk
trying to
about
get
the
a knowledge
dams.
plug. You talking
'Cause
about
the
some
now.
new
evolution
blood. I don't know
of
what you talking
No, Flood. Listen. You just
what?
calm down. Just listen to me for a second. I just want you to
No,
listen
the
to me.
evolution of
No, Bap say everybody
No,
in a single file line. You way over there on the other side of the wall. You finna get
Right.
everybody.
Everybody
Okay,
Ain't
mute
okay,
no
up.
okay.
Everybody mute up. Everybody
ain't no
mute up,
plumbers
man.
over here.
Everybody muted.
I'm about to
I'm
put all
not
my niggas in
though.
time
But
out.
think about it.
Flood, you was
The set
disrupting
no.
class. Flood, you was disrupting class. I'm gonna put you in the hallway, in the desk, and you're gonna be sitting out there by your damn self. Now, come on, let's get it
I
together.
need your
Let's
AP
stay on
Please
topic,
don't
man.
put our sister in the honky hole. Please
So
don't put
listen,
her in
Well,
the honky hole, please.
send it to the
I
principal
will listen.
office.
I
Send
love
it to
putting
the
niggas in
shadow
the house. You
realm.
know,
No.
if I
Send
want
it
to
to the
stay
shadow
on the
realm.
topic of
But think about
American.
it.
No,
Think
no, no,
about it.
no, no,
Just
no,
real
no,
quick,
no, no,
real
no,
quick.
no. Hold on, Flood. At the end of this bill, I'll let you get into your thoughts. But right now, we're gonna stay on task. Right now, I will let you get into your thoughts, whatever you want to go to. I don't know where you're trying to go, but I'm going right back to the topic at hand. So listen,
I
the
thought we were talking
reason,
about trading.
all right, we'll talk about trading at the end. I
Be
got you.
ready. You
No,
all
but we
go.
were
Turn
talking
your
All
about
camera
right,
off
trading
and mute
though.
up.
And with
no,
men. And with
no,
men. And with men,
Flood.
AB.
Oh my God. Flood, let me put you back up
Flood
for a
just want
second.
to have
I
fun.
told
You
you, send
guys
it to
going
the
to
shadow
time
realm.
out, Flood.
Send it
Solid.
to the
Everybody
shadow
move
realm.
up, man. Listen, man. Y'all be disrupting big average power classrooms, man. God dang, do I gotta do a little damn shit? Damn, let me get it together. Flood, you got some good information. I would love for you to start your channel. We'll support it. We'll come over there, turn up. You know what I'm saying? Where you just flood it with all types of information. We're gonna stay on topic right now. I fuck with you, sister. I'll bring you back in a second. Let's get to it. So listen, we got the American Indians being the agents for the United States of America. This is the colonizer system. So what we're dealing with right now is the five civilized nations. How did five civilized nations accept Catholicism, be able to give up some of their folk ways and mores, and to undermine other nations? How do they undermine the nations? Because it's known the rest of the nations did not get equated into this deal. Only 5 of them did out of 500. So 495 was left to be enslaved as social political slaves, victims of war, POWs. You understand me? So we got to understand that a lot of people will not stick with this conversation. It's a hard topic to stick with. A lot of people want to deviate away from it. This is about Aboriginals getting over on other Aboriginals and becoming sellouts. They gave up their tribal rule. They gave up their tribal factors. And a lot of these nations that was five civilized, that became the sellouts, wasn't always sellouts. See, that's why you hear some of your family members do come from some of these tribes, but it was before the sellout. It was before they sold out. The ones that we pay homage to, the ones that we was loyal to, would have been the ones that sold out.
Can I bring it up to speed for some of our younger listeners? It's kind of like YSL after the RICO.
But bro, according to the Great Law Piece, right? They was pretty much stating this, right? All in a nutshell. They was going around to the different tribes and saying, you either join us or we go to war with you. That's how they consolidated into these 5 tribes, bro. You know what
That's
I'm
that's
saying?
that's And that's what I'm saying was get down and lay down. And a lot of niggas like, man, we ain't getting down for none of that shit. Nigga, my ancestors been going to war trying not to give up our natural ways so we can have ownership and true rights to this land. And them niggas said, fuck it. We're going to assassinate them niggas who don't want to get with the European way, and we're going to put some niggas in position that'll sign these treaties and make this shit official.
And I think they're forgetting about niggas' ages in these wars. They ain't these ancestors of ours, nigga, that we talking about. These ain't none of you soft ass niggas, none of your soft ass sons that won't take the garbage out. These niggas was catching motherfucking bodies at 16. You know what I'm talking about? Being drafted in the war. So that means all our youngest, strongest, brightest, smartest, bravest niggas was being executed on purpose. My grandfather was goddamn fought in World War II. He was drafted from Mississippi before he even graduated from high school at age 17. And because of his hunting background as a Southern nigga, he became a sharpshooter in the Army. Got a motherfucking Purple Heart, and that's how that nigga came home. God bless his soul. You know what I'm talking about? So these kids today that you looking at, they ain't nothing like the man of 16 years old in these times that we talking about. So you really got to change your whole frame of thinking when you trying to analyze this topic, because these different kind of niggas, y'all ain't built like this.
That's big facts, bro.
You had to kill them niggas. You had to kill them niggas, or this would have never happened.
When did we go into intermission?
Jim Crow, 1960, start selling you this. I'm black and I'm proud.
Intermission, the intermission happened in the 1700s. So it happened before the war, 1812.
Yeah, AP. So when did now that you're making sense about this whole thing, right?
And listen, before the intermission, there's documents of Negro towns operating business owners that document seeing the first white people moving to the area.
So AP, so when did the whole, because what I'm getting at now is that, okay, we the 5 tribes sold out. I ain't no Choctaw Cherokee no more. I'm Muskegee now. Fuck all that. So when these people sold out, right? When did the switcheroo happen to where they started putting, the pale faces and the Mongoloids in our positions? When did that shit happen then? Because it sounded like
Say it again for me. What'd you say, brother?
I said, when did the switcheroo happen where the sellouts got switched over and fucked over by the pale faces and the Mongoloids? You know what I'm saying?
Around 1899.
And that's what, and then because of that, that's when they started getting in the roaring 20s and stuff like that, right?
Well, by that time they allowed too many of these pale skins in. So now you got pale skins living on Indian land like Indian Mound. There's a famous white man that was accepted into the nations that lived in Indian Mound, Jackal Island, that formulated what we call the federal banking system today. They call him Rothschild, Dan Rothschild.
Now you're getting into the improved order of red men, and that was the first.
Yeah, so I don't even want to get to that topic. I want to stay on the
I just had to ask that because I like asking questions. I like learning, bro. So the more y'all spitting, the more I'm like, all right, I'm putting all the pieces together. So thank you for that.
No, that do pertain to the topic, because that was something that happened that led to these sellouts allowing these 14 million Europeans and colonizers in to ultimately becoming and running the city.
So I got a question for AP and nonetheless. And Hope, was those pictures we see these pale people and Mongoloids, were they taking them shits at the World Fairs like people use props at Six Flags?
Yes.
Yeah.
Some of them, not all of them. It's all mixed up. But they mix a lot of this shit up. So if you say one thing, you wrong, and it'll divert a nigga from finding the truth. So all this shit is all scrambled up. It's like motherfucking puzzle pieces laid out on a motherfucking table, my nigga.
Right.
Listen, this is a topic that I rarely heard a lot of these brothers that's pushing and teaching American Indian history and heritage and lineage. They rarely talk about these sellout Indians, man. They put the blame on everybody else.
That's because they descendants of them sellout Indians. That's gonna take their rank. That's why they got
That's what I'm
goddamn
trying to
200
prove to
years worth of
you.
motherfucking paperwork. You
You
show
can't
me a
help who you
snitch.
are.
Hey, you
You
show
can't
me a
help
nigga
who
who
you.
ain't snitch, Baps. A nigga who ain't no snitch, but got 200 years worth of paperwork. Boy, you would
That's
tough
what
like a
I'm saying,
motherfucker.
though. That's what I'm saying. Of Indian paperwork at that. You see what I'm saying?
Facts.
So listen to me, bro. That's what I'm trying to tell you, bro. A lot of these
Hey, but
niggas be seeing from these people, bro. You can't help who you are. You want to ask.
Hey,
You
what
didn't
they
ask to be here. Your ass was just created, and you.
this for
Some of
none.
you just was created by sellouts, nigga. You
Hey,
gonna be a sellout,
nonetheless.
nigga.
Hey,
yeah,
you
go
know
ahead,
what
big
I just
bro.
you know what's crazy? I don't mean to interrupt you, but I just want to catch a thought. It just came to me and it came out of nowhere because I know it ain't my thought. I'm just being I'm transmitting some shit.
Yes, yes.
It's the doctrine of discovery, right? What do they
Uh huh.
goddamn soon as a nigga finna get grabbed up on some dope charges? What's the first thing these people drop on you? The discovery, right?
Right.
Okay. Okay, ain't nothing different. Ain't nothing new under the sun. I land my plane.
Yeah, they gotta do discovery. But yo, look,
Go
look. The
ahead.
whole thing is this too. We gotta look at the fact that these pale skins are sellouts too, bro, because they coming over here with the science of identity theft. So they selling out their original history, who they really are, to steal our shit. So
Well,
you
they
gotta
descendants of
understand.
criminals. They
That's what
descendants of
I'm
criminals.
saying.
You think they don't
Yeah.
want to cover that up?
They are the masters of that shit, of selling out. You feel what I'm saying? So these dumb
So
niggas selling out and don't know the science. See, it's a science to selling out, bro. It's a science to motherfucking stealing somebody's identity, bro. There
And
ain't
what
no
better?
shit that you just make up overnight, yo. They study how to steal, how
In
to
And
them
sell out.
colonies,
It's
the
nonetheless,
called
colonies is
greed,
But
prison
maybe
bro.
it
camps.
was designed this way or whatever, so the
No,
network can wash it
these
out.
people were prisoners. They was sending them people over here like they was treating our land like a prison camp in them
hey,
colonies.
well,
Hey, they
listen,
were
They
bro.
sent
Trojan.
Hey,
criminals
They
over.
were Trojan
Criminals
horses, yo.
overthrew the prison.
They were
But
Trojan
do y'all
horses.
believe that it was like a flip if you think about it? And then
Criminals
now,
overthrew the prison.
but then
Yeah.
now, whatever, even as the black race, y'all was kind of sold up on some fake shit too. With this
Yeah, oh
fucking
God.
21st, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, the
that's what
civilized
we
niggas
talking
was. That's
about.
what
We
we talking
talking
about.
Right.
about black
So
people, black Indians selling out other Indians. That's what we talking about.
Them niggas
Yeah.
became
God damn,
COs. Them niggas COs. They Indian agents. These niggas CO. I need a lighter, bitch ass nigga.
you get on my nerves.
Them
Tribe.
niggas that them niggas motherfucker concocted the scheme with these motherfuckers. They the one you gotta understand before they flooded these shores with millions of dirt, poor, piss, street wandering, criminal
Scallywag,
ass
peasant,
fucking
squatters,
peasant.
Europeans and shit. You feel me?
crackers,
It was
Yeah.
some nigga.
carpetbaggers.
It was some niggas that agreed with this government, like, you know what? Yeah, let's get them over here. And what they do,
They did. The five
Jim,
civilized tribes, if
yeah,
you look
yeah.
it up, they accepted over in
I
the
know,
course of
bro.
100 years, accepted 14 million
Million.
colonizers as they fucking nation, part of their nation.
But look, bro. They bought dirt, piss, poor motherfuckers from 1880 to 1950. And what's happening during them times? You're actually seeing the implications of Jim Crow because they flooding us with niggas that come from nothing. Now imagine this. You broke his shit. A motherfucker come pick you away from like, look, man, I'm gonna hook you up. I'm gonna give you
Orphan.
some land. I'm gonna give you some food. Woo
Straight
woo.
orphan.
But this what I need you to do. I need you to take it from that nigga. He ain't even
Straight
ours.
orphan.
Then you start getting red summers and Indian summers.
Well, they
Peace to the
starting them out
gods,
when they
though.
10 years old. You indoctrinating them 10 years old, giving them their degrees and shit. This nigga 11, he's a master mason. I digress.
Man,
Exactly.
listen, I got this on the
Then you
screen. The
white.
No Nut Party. We're gonna read this out. No Nut Party, a novelist political party in the movement of the United States in the mid 1850s. The party was officially known as the Native American Party prior to 1855. Thereafter, it was simply known as the American Party. Members of the movement was required to say that I know nothing whenever they were asked about specifics by outsiders providing the group to a quality name. So they was
It's a
hiding shit.
secret.
Listen, it says supporters of the Know Nothing movement believe that in an alleged Romanist conspiracy by Catholics to subvert civil and religious liberties to the United States was being hatched. And they were part of
It's
it. They the one who ushered it in.
it's a secret. It's an invisible empire. They can't see
Mm-hmm.
us.
Don't you touch those niggas over there.
Oh
They can't
God.
see us. We
Mm.
invisible.
Who just sung that shit?
We invisible.
Hey, Bap.
Yeah.
Hey, but we also gotta look at the original Native American Party.
The
That's
what
Si-
original was
si-
called American Party.
yeah, but
it's
you
a
know, they the
secret.
first one saying that they are Native Americans. And guess what? This they didn't want them peasant motherfuckers over here either.
That's a
Mm.
fact.
They didn't want them either. Like right now, right? Yeah, you can look at so-called white people like, oh, they all look out for each other, but it's a lot of white people that don't fuck with a lot of white people because it's a lot of white people that are not really white people.
Oh,
They
they
bought
said
them in for numbers, and they
they
didn't want
sent
their
them
ass
Mormons.
either.
They sent them Mormons all the way to motherfucking Mexico from Missouri by
Mm.
gunpoint.
Yep,
Mm.
that's why you
And
got
we
more.
already
That's
know it was a conspiracy that they even tried to classify and write certain acts and amendments for certain
Convoluted.
wealthy black people to be documented as whites of certain states. They tried to push that shit in a couple states, man.
the crazy thing. They tried to do it on the books and say that certain wealthy black people was white people.
That's what I'm saying.
They
Oh,
didn't
you
That's
want
got
them to
George
be black.
Bonga. Hold on, George Bonga, 1700. Him and his brother is claiming to be the whitest man in motherfucking Minnesota, wasn't it? These niggas 1700 said they was white men because they knew it was status by then.
Yes, sir.
And they was going to use those legal ramifications to say that no, this white man is their ancestor. You was their slave. Like this is how these white motherfuckers got your last name. And then now in modern time they tell you that you got that last name from them because they was your slave owner. And the whole fucking time they got the name from you legally through the motherfucking courts.
And they finessed you so crazy that when you read the old books and the motherfucking Aboriginal talking about a white man had nothing to do with his color, it was about his purity. But they've turned the whole world upside down on us, my nigga.
Yo, Truth, I'll do you one better. How they Native American and they wasn't they not in the pictures of the Native American Guard, Louisiana Guard. Nothing but melanated people.
Yeah, we talking about the native guards of Louisiana, Arkansas, and Mississippi. Yes, sir. These
The
was niggas.
the National Guard? Oh, the Native Guard.
The native guard.
Oh, my bad.
Niggas. Natives of Louisiana. Natives of Mississippi. Natives of Arkansas. Niggas.
So we can't even give them that word Native American either.
Well,
You feel me?
anywhere you born now today, you gonna be a Chicago native. You gonna be an Indian nigga anywhere you born in this motherfucker right now. You could came from Germany, nigga, and when you have a baby, now your baby is a
Mm.
motherfucking Chicago native. Everybody
That's a
gonna be an
big
Indian
fact.
born in this on this land here, my nigga.
Any motherfucker born in America, no matter what crayon you want to
You a
use,
native now, motherfucker.
that's why I say that term native and Indian is inclusive,
It don't
not
fit.
seclusive. It's not
It
seclusive.
don't fit.
It's inclusive.
Yeah.
Anybody can be it. That's why them terms is detrimental, like
Ain't that deep
black,
though? Ain't
all
that
that
deep
shit.
that you gonna be an Indian nigga? Well, you're a native now, motherfucker. Everybody born in this bitch, you gonna be a native of Minnesota, a native of wherever the fuck, nigga. You born here, you a native.
Got a birth
But the
certificate to prove it.
but the
That's
crazy
deep.
part, anytime you hear about Indian shit like Indian wars, Indian towns, right? Indian wealth, right? The common denominator is a nigga. You never see a prototypical Indian in that shit at that time. Like they didn't have none of the oil wells in Oklahoma when Oklahoma first started getting their shit popping, right? How the fuck did all these niggas not only had all the wealth on the land, but they was also the head of every tribal fucking council? Now they not. They freedmen now.
We still here. Press 1.
You know, man, that shit be crazy, blood. Like real
You
talk, like
muted,
man.
Flood. I see you talking, but you muted, I think.
That
What?
shit,
Nah, I'm just agreeing with y'all. Like, yeah, we still here, whatever. You feel me? Still
Tribe.
rocking. You feel me? Like,
right.
That's
this
right.
shit crazy
Spirit
as
in the
shit.
blood. Spirit
For
in the
That's
blood.
real.
tribe vibes. That's
That's
tribe
why I
vibes right
said I
there.
feel like a lot of blacks or whatever, they ain't realize what the fuck they was signing up for. You feel me? Like, that's why the fuck we get, the false hope of like Christianity and false prophets and stuff like that. That man that that they worship and idolize or whatever, that's the devil. You feel me? That's on the cross or whatever. But people don't like to hear that. You feel me? And they do like a lot of switching and cloning and shit. And it's just real unfortunate or whatever, because this is a real prolific time or whatever for blacks
It's
or whatever
fortunate.
on some
It's
G
real
shit.
fortunate, actually.
Right.
Mhm.
It's
Hey,
real prosperous.
Now
It's
you know
real
you got a
rich and
duty.
wealthy. So I don't know what the fuck everybody else signed up for, whatever, you feel me? But I just hope that everybody just, stay prayed up for real, because
Well,
this
see,
shit
we
about to be
see
real
some of
ugly.
us.
Nah, we
Some of
don't
us was
care over here.
anointed.
we
So
don't
some of us.
subscribe to
That's
that.
why I say my granddaddy was drafted. See, I didn't sign up for this war. You
Right.
understand? So that's why I'm gonna fight till the goddamn last motherfucking
Hey,
Indian.
the reason you telling people to stay prayed up because that's what the civilized niggas told you to do. The real niggas Paul.
I don't subscribe to that shit. Nah, get out of here.
Hold up. When I say
Yeah,
prayed
we
up,
spell pray
though,
with an E. We spell pray with an E over here. Pray for my pray. Don't pray for me.
exactly
Hmm.
right. Like,
I'm on a
you feel
prowl,
me?
nigga.
Like, when I say pray, though, I don't mean sit up here and be like, oh, pray, da 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 da.
Get his
Nah, I mean
No,
apparition.
we
like
feel you. We just giving
spiritually,
you shit.
mind,
We know.
like
She an
pray.
agent,
You know what
y'all.
I'm
Nah,
I
fuck
know.
saying?
with her.
I'm just
Don't
fucking with you,
meditate.
blood. I'm just
You get on my
fucking
fucking
blood. You
nerves.
good, Flood? I'm just fucking with you.
I'm
What's up?
fucking with her.
I'm dead.
Hey, but
She on
look,
some
peep
agent
game.
vibes, right? She on some Kid Grebo
Hey,
vibes. Nah, I'm fucking
hey,
with you.
peep game though to what she was just saying though, right? James Small, your number one Pan African, gave you the best example. It wasn't the old niggas that had a fucking misunderstanding. They knew what time it was. It was
Mm-hmm.
them young, educated niggas who went to these educated schools, and now they smarter than their own fucking family. And they like, no, we want to eat at your restaurant, and we gonna let you pour milkshakes and ketchup. Boy, the old
Well,
man
hold
told
on.
the old man, hello, the old man told them, like, why the fuck do I want to go to their shit when we got our own
We
shit?
already got
And
our
they
own.
and they
Well, don't
still
forget
did
about
it.
the orphan though. Don't forget about the 6-year-old nigga they grabbed up and raised as their own, so he don't even know what the fuck going on around him.
That's a whole different lane
Yeah,
of
that's another bill.
other indoctrination, because yes, the orphan trains. A lot of white people started off as kids over here, not as adults.
Just like Kaepernick too. Like I think I saw like
That's
the first
important, man.
episode.
That's an important fact.
Yeah, like I saw the first episode of his thing on Netflix or whatever. Like, and that shit kind of like took me back. I'm like, well, damn, it seemed like they was just breeding his ass. You get what I'm saying? Just for sports, you
Yep.
know. And they've
Eh,
been doing that for a while.
Indoctrination.
That shit
Hey,
pissed me off when I watched that shit.
Indoctrination.
I ain't gonna cap.
Indoctrin.
and
You
that's what's
feel me?
going and
Like,
that's
they
what's
didn't know
going
how to
on.
braid his hair, none of that stuff. Like how to take care of it, none
You
of
look
it.
like a thug.
Like,
Hey, hey, but look, Pete Gang though, that's what's going on with the alphabet community right now, and this has been a problem. They grooming
Mm-hmm.
these orphan babies. Like right now, they
Mm-hmm.
not even talking about it. Two alphabet men raised two kids and was pimping them the fuck out to other alphabet men. They
Hold up.
grooming
Hey
these
man, hey
niggas.
Hold
man.
up,
Five
truth. Hold
civilized
on,
They
tribes,
truth.
man.
grooming these niggas,
God,
bro.
Five
hold on,
civilized
truth. That's
tribes.
too
We're back,
much.
man.
but see, when I tried to mention that about the whole,
That's
fellatio
a
thing,
rabbit hole,
AP
man.
tried to
Whoa,
stop
whoa,
me.
That's a whole
whoa,
nother hole to go
whoa.
down. We
No,
gotta
that's
stay in
Man,
this.
you
not a
ain't
whole
going
nother hole.
there.
That's
Yo,
another
no, no
hole to
pun
go
intended.
down. Nah.
Yeah,
It's
no,
not a whole
no
nother.
pun
Let me
intended.
say it. Let me say it.
I'm gonna
Hell
throw up.
nah. We gonna be flooding us with
Let
no
me
fucking nasty
no.
shit.
Nah, yo, we ain't about all
Let
that
me
talk.
say
We
it.
ain't, we ain't about all that talk.
Get on
We
somewhere,
ain't about
No.
Frank.
all that talk,
I'm about to
Shorty.
throw up.
You know what I mean?
No.
We ain't about all that talk,
But I'm
Shorty.
being for real.
We
Think
we
about
want
it.
we want to know. We want to know stuff like that. I ain't trying to hear that from you.
That shit
Why
done
not?
got me
I
weak
mean,
now.
Because you all talk. No, I'm
I
just
got a
I'm just
headache
but you
I
now.
saying.
know
ain't all
what?
talk. I'm all about what it is, baby. I'm not all
On some
talk. But
G
I'm
shit
just
though.
saying.
Oh, you
What I,
doing for real? Okay, I
Hey,
got you.
niggas be, hey, look,
Yes,
you
about
try to cover them
fellatio.
topics. Hey, sis, respectfully, you try to cover them topics, nigga be falling like flies out the motherfucking chat. Niggas scared of that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's a
I
fact
get
and
that,
it's
but still,
garbage as
it's the
fuck.
truth.
Yeah, but it's dark as shit. And niggas, like I say, some of these niggas signed up. Everybody wasn't drafted. So them niggas that signed up, they want to go home. They packing their bags.
Well,
But
bye,
yo, let
They
me.
nigga,
ready
because
for
I'm
this.
for my shit in my
Yeah,
lane.
I'm with
The
you, but
fuck,
I'm
nigga,
saying
I'm
Nah,
out of here.
everything ain't for
but
everybody.
but yo, look, this was going on. They made a culture out of that shit, out of selling out, right? Whereas though you selling out and you don't even know that you selling out, bro.
You
You feel
think
what I'm
you
saying?
balling? You think you
Yeah, you
balling?
think
You
you,
big balling,
yeah,
nigga.
you think you doing something,
I
but
don't
you
wanna.
really selling out.
I ain't
You
coming
feel
back
me?
to
You
the
balling
hood,
till
But
you
nigga.
look,
feeling
I got money,
down.
nigga.
hey yo,
I
let
got
me
money,
yo,
nigga. I ain't coming to the hood, nigga.
hey
I'm
yo, but look, I'm
balling.
gonna point out. I'm gonna point out to y'all what I'm saying, right? Before we were thinking we were paying that like 20 years ago. We was on the app, remember? But at the same time, when you look at it, we were selling out and didn't even know that we were selling. That's what I'm saying. There was a science to it. You feel me?
Boy, these
That's
niggas doing it right now. What you mean, nigga? Go get a whole degree and become a lawyer and help lock you up and
yeah,
think he's a successful black man.
yeah, and
And
start
think they
bragging.
doing something.
Start bragging
He
about it.
better than you.
I
Right,
He
have a
better than
degree
your
in
little nigga
law.
ass running around the street selling crack because he went to college.
Just like
right.
Hawk, just like Hawk said a second ago. Look at the YSL case, right? The white folks ain't got to do shit. You got a sister
Yup.
on a mission to destroy young black men
Huh,
because they
bro?
got money instead of
Selling
teaching
out.
them the right way.
Is
Right,
that current
selling
enough
out.
for these niggas?
Got the teachers selling us out.
Because they still in court. Is that current enough?
Hey, I don't know what the fuck Shorty on in the chat. Like, hey, lady, man, you ain't even got to mention my name. I don't fucking know
Hey,
you,
and y'all
lady.
know what's even
You talking
crazy
about
about
Skittles?
Yeah, oh God, sell
Talking about
out,
Skittles?
sell out. Shorty, I ain't
let her
never
wild out,
sold
man.
out
It's good for the
shit, bro.
algorithm. It's good for
Hey,
the
you
algorithm.
funny as
Hey,
hell, bro. What the fuck,
hey,
Shorty? I
speaking of
don't even
sellouts,
know you, nigga.
No,
somebody was
yo,
talking
she,
about
no, she said that because
that
you left
Larry
Chicago. That's
Peppers
why.
one too.
Nigga, I'm in Chicago right now. What are
Nah,
you talking
all
about?
right, yo, I'm not fucking
I'm on
with
the
you, yo.
west side in the middle of the fucking trenches in Chicago. What the
Hey,
fuck
Hey,
are you
don't
look,
worry,
talking
look,
yo,
about?
you ain't the only one. AP left Tennessee, so he sold out too.
hey, let me
Are
tell
you
you
out for the
something. Hey,
speaks?
you talking about Young Thug. I just want to add this in there, and I'm gonna piss some niggas
I
off.
didn't fucking with you, AP. I didn't fucking with y'all, yo.
I'm gonna piss some niggas off, but I don't give a
Don't
fuck.
worry.
My nigga Young Slime, say, I'm a Freemason. I beat all my cases. See, that's how niggas thought they was better than everybody else. They thought they were part of a secret brotherhood. They thought these motherfuckers really took them as their brother. They thought they really honored their oaths. But these people are deceivers and liars.
But
Man,
this
They
Now
goes
you
already
back
got
to
said
the
your
they
three
ass
already
up
said
there.
chapters
on the
too.
Native American
Hey Hawk.
Party,
Even the
and they
Delta, Alpha, Kappas, all of them. Like that goes back to them too. Like all their secret societies of this.
That's a fact.
It's not just, you
look,
feel me?
look at these people that
Bootleg.
y'all keep claiming that y'all part of.
But I still want to talk
This
about the
y'all
shit
Hey,
Indian
though.
family.
AP.
These Prescott Indians. These
AP.
are friendly Indians, man. No
That's
AP.
offense.
my
Hey,
Papa
hey,
Rancho
hold on,
looking
AP.
ass.
Oh,
AP,
them niggas got two. Them niggas got 4 spirits in that
hold
picture,
on.
don't they?
AP, that nigga
A lot of
Rob Nosh just
spirits in
hopped
them
on
pictures.
Ghost App TV's live, bro, and said that the minds are descendants of these people, bro.
Yeah, you talking about the motherfucking pasty man.
Yeah, bro. He said that the minds are descendants of them people right there, bro. I said, bro, you goofy as hell. I'm like, what? Oh shit, where AP go? What the hell?
I think they bro shit probably glitched out. He'll be back
All right, well,
up
I'm the
here.
host
Shit,
now,
bro.
y'all. Y'all listen to Big Dog True Food now. And y'all better
You
stay in
funny
line.
as hell.
Oh, you
Hey,
better stop.
Truth.
I don't know
You
about
Let
no
me
just did
big
mute.
that on
dogs. There's a lot
another
of
Well,
man's
wolves
make
up
me
here,
mute
page.
all
man.
y'all in this motherfucker.
A lot of wolves
Let me
up here.
stop.
You just did that on another man's page.
I'll show his ass
Man,
again.
oh life. Boy, these internet
All right, well,
motherfuckers
since
is
he not
weak.
worried about the compilation, so then
Look, I'll box every single last one of y'all. YouTube flood, equal rights, equal fights. I don't care.
can I talk
Damn,
about
you fight
fellatio
I'm
then?
girls?
joking.
We're gonna beat the shit out you
Nah, I
on the
don't fight
panel.
no girls. I don't fight girls,
Okay,
bro.
respect,
I'm
respect.
joking, bro. I don't fight no
No,
girls.
because I
We
really
we
want to
stomp
know
niggas
the
out who
power
fight
of
girls.
sex.
I don't do that shit. That's some pussy shit. Oh
The
shit. Hey, what's up,
evolution of
AP?
sex. That's
You
Yeah,
what
the
say
I'm
teacher,
saying.
yo, the
you say
motherfucking
what?
teacher bag and shit, yo.
You
Them niggas
say
about to
what you
act up,
say?
AP. They about to
What
act
you
up when
say?
you left the classroom, yo.
I know them niggas bad as hell. That's why I got to watch their ass. They bad as shit.
He one of them teachers. He out smoking cigarettes on the
Yeah,
playground. What the
nigga.
fuck
Yeah,
going
yo,
wrong, man?
Nigga shoot spitballs and everything, nigga, when you like.
But listen though, look though, let's
As soon as the
talk.
teacher leave the room, everybody fighting and shit. Trash can
Look at
on
these
fire.
though. But listen though, man, look, these enslavers who talk out they the real Native Americans, they was getting enslaved by these hillbillies, man, and was used as fucking urinals. Put it like
Oh
that.
hell no.
Damn.
There was R.
Porta
Kelly
potty.
back in the day like that.
Porta potties.
They was doing that
The
like
rituals
that.
the same. The rituals don't change. These rituals.
Oh Lord.
Oh, the rituals
Y'all
don't change.
y'all look at one of these people and be like, yeah, I got some people in my family that look like this. Look, these are black Indians. That's so stupid ass.
Hey, AP, I'll be asking the Mexicans about their heritage. They be like, yeah, my grandmother was black. They be looking like this, bro.
Yeah, they from the Brandy tribe, man. They just want to be down.
Hey, on some G shit, I told motherfucker, I was like, just because that nigga dark skin don't make that nigga your ancestors. Nigga got mad at me, bro.
Don't make that nigga a nigga either.
On life, bro.
Nigga fuck around and be a Greek Orthodox Russian czar.
Man, that nigga could be covered in coal for all we know.
Talking about swarthy. This nigga goddamn shoveling coal in the bottom of the goddamn steamboat.
Or might have been working the mine.
That part.
You ain't gonna wash up before the photo shoot? you know he ain't a nigga.
Get your ass over here, Jackie Chan, and take this picture.
Ain't it crazy how all the Indian chiefs got pictures all around the same time? That's all I'm saying.
No, ain't it crazy that Osceola was known as a motherfucking nigga, but now his descendants look like these motherfuckers?
It's a lot of funny shit going on here, man.
Ain't it funny that the Seminoles was known as niggas? The
Because
motherfucking Buffalo Soldiers
supposed to participate in the new world.
No, truth seeker. Look, my daddy told me best, bro. The Seminoles is nothing but Africans who were enslaved by the Indians, bro. And then that's how the Gullah War started, bro. That's the Seminoles. But my daddy said that shit. I looked at him like he was crazy, bro.
Hey, man, somebody drop Smoke Signal the link, man. He in the chat, man. We need some clarity. Press 1.
Big Smoke.
Man, listen, Smoke, ask somebody to this shit, bro. Come on here. I'm about to drop the link for you because I want you to tell me why you got these Aztec doing gay shit and the Aztec are Chinese, and then you got these Native American who look Chinese.
Hold on, how many spirits in that picture? Hold on, wait a minute.
Oh, I don't see no. There's no arrows, no feathers.
Yo, that nigga got a perm. Look at that nigga perm.
This nigga look like a sister wife.
Said
man, that nigga gay.
I need some clarity.
What the hell is he holding? Is that a purse?
Get Smoke up here. I need some clarity, baby.
Yeah, listen, like these are two-spirit Native Americans. This is documented.
Because y'all got the black men out here wearing the mercies. What's up?
Hey, but you got
that. Listen, because they think they Native Americans.
Hey,
they trying to
they either be Pan Africans or they Native Americans that be doing this sweet stuff.
Right.
Hey, you know what's crazy though?
Dude, this nigga got on a shawl.
We still see the sellout shit still. To
nah,
this day,
he got
right?
on the apron, yo, like the Freemason.
He got one shoulder out with his fast ass.
He got the apron on, yo.
Hey, look, peep gang.
Israelite, he got the fringes.
Who the hell who is it supposed to be? Chief who?
Hey, boy, his grandma said, take your fast ass in the house with that shirt off like that. Looking like a little old bitch running around.
Nah, that's a woman. That's a woman, yo. That ain't a man, yo. I'm telling you.
Nah,
man.
I don't care what it is.
Your dater.
Hey, that's a two-spirit Native American, bro. Like,
nah, yo, that's just an ugly ass woman, yo. That's ugly ass woman.
He or a she. It's a it now.
That's a girl, man. It's a boy and a girl.
Nah, that's a it. That's what it's a it. Ain't no boy or girl. That's a it.
Get that yo, that's just the boy dyke, yo. That's a boy dyke, yo.
Yeah,
boy dyke.
Listen, this comes straight out of NativeAmerican.org, bro. This is
that motherfucker.
Bro.
Nah, that motherfucker was saying it's ma'am before it was ma'am came out, bro.
Man, y'all niggas like them little kids in the detention class and shit. Y'all just yelling out random shit, bro. Y'all
look, these are all the two-spirit tribes and nations. the Okama, the Alaka, the Aurora, see some the Cherokee, the Blackfoot, the Chickasaw. They all had two spirit. Look,
The fuck
different
is a
men,
two-spirit even
different.
mean?
Where men dress up like women and the women dress
Oh
up like
hell
men.
no!
Oh
Yeah.
God, I read
Oh
documentaries about
hell
it. They
no!
can wear trousers underneath
Look,
their
look,
dress.
look, look,
Then
look,
with their boxers on.
look. Look, these tribes had women pretenders and men pretenders. Look.
Oh hell no!
Y'all niggas used to try on your mom high heels before.
Boy, get your
No,
ass
you
out of
did,
here,
Hey,
boy.
nigga.
AP,
Look,
Your
look,
Hell
look,
ass
no.
look,
did.
look.
No, nigga,
AP,
I ain't
Your
never do
Hey,
that
ass
hey,
shit.
look,
did.
No,
look, look,
nigga,
look.
y'all
Hey,
niggas,
hey, hold
y'all,
You
on.
put
y'all
that
niggas
shit
did
on
that
us,
shit when
nigga.
y'all was
Everybody,
kids,
You
nigga.
did,
hold on.
nigga.
Hey,
Yo,
hold
no,
everybody
on
I
now,
ain't do
nah,
it.
mute.
That
fam,
was
hold
y'all
on.
niggas, yo.
Everybody
That
mute
wasn't
Nah, that
up.
me.
was
Hey,
your
AP,
ass,
Hey, hold
nigga.
on,
AP,
hold on,
scroll
hold
down,
on,
scroll
hold
down. I
on.
want to see if washer talks on there,
Everybody
brother. I
mute up.
hope not.
Everybody mute up, man. We not done. Y'all getting excited. I'm about to put all y'all asses in time now. Now listen, y'all know y'all love y'all Native Americans and y'all little Asian, little Indian ass niggas. Listen, the Inuits, you know they Asians. Look what they did. Infant whose sex changed at birth. Good God Almighty.
Hold on. This
They
the same
intimate
shit
a
trying to pull
woman
now.
pretending to be a man. Look, 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 look. These are all documented instances. All
The,
look, two spirit, two spirit, two
Hold on,
spirit.
what was that nigga
Look
name?
at this
Hold
nigga.
on, what
Two
was that
yellow
nigga
head.
name?
That's how this nigga yellow head. That nigga was an Algonquin gay.
Oh,
oh
Why
hell
you
no.
hold
be
on, wait a
proposing
Oh
that?
minute.
hell no. Oh hell no.
Hold on, man. That nigga put his hand upon
Yeah,
his hip
It's
when I
why
So
you
said you think we
proposing as
deaf.
that.
AP, what
I
you
told them niggas
said? You
don't go
said
in
the
them
agenda
tents with
never
them
changed,
niggas in
AP.
their
That's what you're
drawers.
saying right now.
For real, dude, you gotta think about it with the history and stuff like that.
Look,
Like,
this a
Hey,
dude. This a dude.
Oh
Look,
no,
AP,
that's Tony with an eye.
nah, bro, nah,
Tony
fam.
Hawk. Tony with an eye.
for real.
AP, are you saying the agenda never
It's with
changed,
an
bro?
eye.
now you
hey,
see why the
wow,
Mayans picking them
oh,
up. They
hey,
was doing nothing.
wow, hey, tweaking. Look at girl.
The
The
agenda
dude
never
tripping.
changed.
Hold on, that's
We were.
Wee Wah. Wee
Who
Wah.
the fuck is a we were? Nah, fam.
Wee Wah. Wee Wah. Bitch.
This nigga look
Hey,
like James Brown.
hey, so P game, bro. While y'all out there
Look at these little
reposting,
gay ass Indians twerking.
want to
Look,
do when y'all motherfucker want to
Nah.
go do sweat lodges and all that shit. That is two spirited ass
yeah, look
spirituality.
at them. Look. These are a bunch of two-spirit Indians twerking on photo.
Nah,
25 deep
fam.
in the
Nah,
6 by
fam.
6 tent.
Nah.
I love y'all, man. Fire Bill. Talk y'all
They
later.
call this the Sukiana dance.
But dancing is cultural,
Oh
though.
hell.
That is
Nah.
spiritual.
Not being gay though and doing it.
No,
No,
not being gay. No, that
no.
was more of them
Your ass a
mocking themselves.
homosexual
But you
flood.
won't let me talk about the whole fellatio thing.
Your ass a homosexual flood. You be doing the
Huh?
two
You want to
spirit
talk about
dance.
getting
Is
no.
she
No,
two spirited? Is you two
You two
spirited, flood?
spirit,
You
two
flood in
no,
flood.
two ways, flood?
no. That's why I'm on this journey to find mine. No. Like I want a man. Like,
Two spirited flood.
Now listen,
but
Flood.
no, I want to conquer him. But I don't
Listen.
want.
Look
You
at the
feel me? I don't
Canaanites
Flood,
want
right
no
here.
Flood.
real man.
Nah,
I
I
got
yo,
want
you.
no fake
This
she
ain't
shit.
the
not
after
gay.
hours.
She that
We ain't
Flood just
talking
like
freaky
chicks with
shit.
dicks.
Everybody mute
No,
up, man.
I'm not gay.
We not talking that freaky
I
shit.
like
We don't
chicks
give a
with
damn what
dicks.
your
No, I
sexual
don't like
preference
chicks with
is.
dicks.
Man, listen, man. We don't give a fuck about that, man.
Yo, you got the
Get it how
No, but
you
Canaanites
I
on
live,
want
here
to
man.
talk
too,
about
AP.
fellatio though, and
Man,
why
listen,
it was
no, we not talking.
started,
No,
and
we
then
not about to
also
talk
too
about
the
you wanting to
evolution
talk
of
about
sex.
giving top and neck and all that shit, man. No, we not doing that on here, man. No, we're not
Why
doing that.
not?
We're not.
God,
Why
We
nigga.
not? Think
about to
about
talk
it.
about giving
Because
Think
that.
yo,
about it.
we
Think
got
We
about
wives,
ain't
it.
yo.
educating. We ain't
God, you
Y'all
talking.
gonna
tweaking.
hey
Oh,
Floyd,
yeah.
real talk, you gonna get niggas in trouble. Shut up.
Flood, this ain't a sexual ed class, bro. If you want to start a sex ed class, you can go ahead. You
Man,
know, I'll be
y'all
your co-host.
tweaking on
It's
full
not a
grade.
sexual education. It's more of
No, listen,
history if you think about it.
I could be
We
your
over here
co-host, but
talking
go
about
ahead doing that.
trannies and shit, and now you want to talk about fellatio. That don't even. No, we
Because
not
that's a
doing that.
trade.
On my mama, we not doing that. On folk and on grade. Maybe after hours
On my
live
mama.
stream. Not on duty. Not on duty.
Nigga
Goddamn.
on 52 Hoover Deuce. Nigga,
But
we
it's
ain't
a
doing that shit.
trade.
We don't
No,
care
man,
about. You
we're
should
not
change your name
talking
from a
about that
flood
type.
to
It's
the
a
We're not
freak
talking
trade.
about
community.
trade.
Hey, they say your ass a freak in the chat. That's why you want to talk about
name
that
from
shit.
flood to the freak, bro.
They call me a freak in the track. No, God. No,
Man,
but I'm
y'all
thinking about
tripping.
but really, think about it though. For real.
No, nobody
Like,
want to talk about
what do
that,
y'all
man.
no? Seriously, think
We
about
got
it. Like
we got kids in
Barksman,
the chat. They don't want to hear
what do
it,
y'all think
man.
with? What do y'all think with first?
We think with our heart, man. Listen, everybody know black men think with their
What do y'all
heart.
think with first?
I don't want to hear that, man. Black men think with their heart. I ain't going
No,
against
they
none of that.
Hey, AP, somebody said drop the link, bro. Drop the link, bro.
AP,
Hey, hold on, y'all. Hold on. We got smoke. We got
the Aboriginals don't think that way.
Hold on, truthful. We got smoke signal in here. Let me let smoke signal get it in.
All
What
right.
up, smoke, man? Let's get
Hey,
it back on.
somebody said drop the link too, bro.
Man, long as there ain't no freaky motherfucker in the chat, man. We ain't trying to do this today.
Hold up. First of all, you had somebody on your thing. You feel me? Jerking off, and then I pop up.
I bet you it's because of you.
What? Whoa.
Always at the right time though.
Whoa, what is she talking about?
Man, Flood, I think you did that shit to my chat, man, because it's not ironic that you pop up in the motherfucker. Let me find out that was you.
Hey, AP, you know what she is? Yo, Flood a succubus, yo, for real.
He sure the hell is.
A succubus. You a succubus.
She's cap, man.
Yeah, you is. I already dated one of them, bro. Let me tell you, it is not worth
Hey,
it,
this
bro.
is a distraction, though. Everybody mute up, man. Smoke got the flow. Everybody, please, respectfully
How am I
mute,
a succubus?
No, listen, no, we not nothing, man. Listen, it's all good. You a good lady.
Like, I'll show you a succubus. But what the fuck is a...
Listen, no, we're not talking about sucking nothing. Listen, go ahead.
No, but I'm not talking about sucking dick. It's more of, and I'm sorry.
I know. I got you, Flood. I got you, Flood. It's my man's turn. Go ahead, bro.
Salute. Shout out to the channel, to the panel, to the chat. Power to the motherfucking people, man.
Salute, Smoke.
Flood, we know you're not a succubus. Calm down. Look, when it comes to this Indian title, bro, this the question I got. This the question I got, right? Well, two questions. When it comes to this Indian title, are we now suggesting that grandma didn't know what the fuck she was talking
about? I am alluding to that. Now, what I'm proposing to you is grandma, or was grandma excluded from being indoctrinated?
I understand the concept of indoctrination, so yeah, I'll let that one slide. Now, is it being suggested that the niggas who accepted Indian title from its inception, right? Or are we saying that they were aware that they were becoming cross-outs, or was it that they were under the impression that they were becoming something better?
That's a good question, man. That's a good question. Are you pertaining to the nigga sellouts, or are you talking about after the fact that they sold out? What are you pertaining to?
I would say I would have to go with before. Because we don't have an inclination of sellouts from Indians in the report, but I see y'all bringing it to the forefront, because at first we was always suggestive of the sellouts actually being the Moors. So y'all, I would have to say before.
Would you think sellouts would become in the form of civilized, ones who converted? Why would you?
I would go with that. I would go with that because we do have an account. We do have an account of niggas being classified as wild, civilized, and savage, right? So I can understand. I can understand how the civilized ones will end up being the crossouts if we just have a low surface level investigation into those titles.
Yeah, but do you know the reason why you was deemed or even called a savage? Because you went in.
Yes. According to the account, a savage initially would be one without a belief in God or something like that, right?
Yeah, or in their God in that way, if you will.
Right.
So you got people that want to stay with their own religion, stay within their own customs, and then you got niggas who forcefully wanting to sell out. You know what I'm saying? And willing to not only sell out and give up their own ways and mores, but also accept the other man's culture.
Big facts.
Well,
Hey,
why am
Smoke, can
I
I give you an example real quick, bro?
okay? Let me get this out
Nah,
real
you
quick
got
though. Why am I detecting the inclination? Why am I detecting the inclination of Damn, I forgot what I was gonna say. Go ahead, True.
Well, listen, and I can see the confusion between why people say the Moors sold out, right? And then people fail to leave out the word Indian. But a lot of people don't know that these people that was before they sold out, before they was classified as Indians, which would be a baptized Moro, the people that was unbaptized would have been called Moors as well. They would have been called Moro. They would have been called ancient Indians. They would have been the nation's people.
Hey, I'm gonna give you an example in modern times, bro. Right now, bro, you got motherfuckers that'll be in the chat, dick ride niggas. Oh my God, Truth. Oh my God, AP, Hawk School, Ab TV. Y'all putting in that work. The next thing you know, oh, these niggas some black Europeans. 1 minute you was on our dick, now you talking shit. Then you jump back on the dick, then you back talking shit. See what I mean? Sell out shit, bro. Not unknowingly and not even getting paid because they indoctrinated to be fucking sellouts.
Yeah, or some of them just come from a bloodline of sellout. Sellout could be something that's in genetics and
But you
passed
gonna let
down
me
from
talk
one
about
sellout.
fellatio though?
Girl, if you don't stop with that fellatio shit, nigga.
Tension, bro. Get a hold
Yeah,
somewhere,
Kwame.
man. Send it to the
Yeah, we're
tension,
not
bro.
doing that. Come on,
Put
man.
it in
No,
the
We
thought.
don't
for
talk.
real.
Send it to the
What?
shadow realm.
4.
No.
Yep, shadow round. You in timeout. You're going back in timeout.
But yo, so hold up. So the definition of a sellout is pretty much motherfucker that's not loyal, disloyalty, right? To your people, to your nation, right?
Hey,
Yeah.
watch this.
Okay,
Hey,
I got you.
hey, look, AP. Hey, it was good, bro.
Who's that?
What's going on? That's real
It's
round.
real rap. What's good, AP? You already
Oh
know,
my
AP.
god, yo.
Nigga, nonetheless, nigga, you know what I do. Nigga, you know what I do. Nigga, you from Baltimore. You know what it is. You know what I'm
Go
saying?
ahead. I ain't saying that. Yo. You just be yo.
Y'all
You
need to
be
work on
on.
y'all ooze, nigga. Y'all need to work on y'all ooze. It's not it's ooh, you know what I'm saying? It's do, not
Nigga, they say O's, nigga. We the Oreos, nigga. Fuck you
yeah,
talking about?
nigga. It's not Oreo, nigga. It's Oreo. It's not
Hey, hold
Oreo.
on. You ain't gonna be going in on homie. It ain't mine, it's man.
Hey, anyway,
Go
yeah.
ahead, nigga.
Anyway, hey, you know it's love. You gotta see me for what you said on Root Word. Me and you gotta go back and forth on that UCC bullshit. But anyway, AP, you already know where I'm going. Who's a sellout? And you confirmed it when I was on OG Philly. Salute to him. That OJ Dunn, who yes was a real person, and his whole ass didn't even live for 40 days after he became the lieutenant governor of Louisiana. And the one that followed him, he didn't even make it for 40 days. So the ancestors smacked life out them niggas. You know what I'm saying? For selling out. That's what I tell people. How the fuck was you slaves in 1865 and then you become heads of state of Louisiana? I
Hold
got
up.
a
You say
book.
OJ Dunn? You say OJ Dunn was a sellout?
Yeah.
So
His
all
name
them
is
niggas, wait a minute,
yeah,
all them dudes on that picture is sellouts. The ones that's on that picture running Louisiana.
yeah, all of them. They all sellouts, my nigga. And since y'all want to speak on the so-called Choctaw, all right, like yeah, like the council name was something completely different, but it's another name. His name is Push Mataha. He fought in both the American and British war and shit.
Mm-hmm.
He was fucking with Andrew Jackson and George Washington, so he was a whole ass nigga. Now you got to be able to call out your own towns, your own states. That's where the sellouts start. It start with people you
Real
know.
rap. Is Choctaw a modern name? Recently made up? Was
Yeah,
those
I
the
don't.
original people's real name?
No. I go by Mississippian. I
What
go
do the
by
word? What did the word Choctaw mean?
well. I know for us, you know, like in the
I'm
language.
talking
Like,
about when it's not for you because y'all didn't use that word. It's not an indigenous word.
I'm
It's an
not talking
oppressor word.
about.
So
I'm
as
not.
the oppressor used it, what did it mean when the oppressor used it?
Y'all already defined it. Like,
Okay.
I don't use CHOCTAW. Like, I get it, but that's not what I go by. Like, but that's
So
Hey,
what
yeah,
with
that's.
that being said, should that whole story of Cha Cha and Chickasaw, the two brothers and shit, with the stick and the leaning left and standing straight up, should that be done away with since we know that couldn't have clearly been them brothers' name?
I mean, for me, like, you gotta deal with family history and the culture of that. I mean,
No, we talking about the oral story. We all know that they gave us an oral story of how the Choctaw and the Chickasaw came into the areas that we known as the Southern Mississippi Valley, and they said his name
look,
was Choctaw, his name was Chickasaw, but we now know that those are modern names. With that being said, is it safe to say that that story is a modern story as well?
I mean, you could say that. Yeah, I mean, that's why I say for me, I go with the 90 way. I go with language. That's what I rock with for me. But I feel you, bro.
I ain't no
Uh,
Choctaw no
like
more.
I
I'm a
say again.
I said I ain't no Choctaw no more, bro. I'm a Skeegan.
Nah, well, I was Mississippian prior to this conversation, but I get it. Like, I'm a Takapa is down here, Nia Bay, Kushada, Chettamacha. Like, there's other names that are older that are solidified. Like, I don't have to go with just that one term. Still Indian. I'm going with the Indian still because that's what's on all the documents. You know what I'm saying? That's what's in the Constitution. That's something that can be argued.
Talk about
almost every
all the modern documents after the modern United States was created.
every
I'm talking about
classified
prior.
term that's put on a person is documented in legal standard. So
All right.
every word that's classified as a people is in legal standard. So that don't really work. So
Well, hold
what I'm saying is we're not taking whether or not you should use the word Indian. We're not saying that. I got love for all my American Indian brothers, my American FBAs, my Moors, and my Aboriginal brothers that's of America. But what I'm saying is when we dealing with the story, people deviate from the fact that there were sellout Indians, 5 particular nations that worked on behalf with the Europeans and also allowed and accepted 14 million of them in their tribe on documented record.
Well, look, we created all that
And
shit.
mind you, they went against the grain because these people had been trying to integrate into the tribes in the 1600s. And we went to war for that. American Indian War, the French War, the Intermission, the War of 1812, all these particular wars.
Well, look, check
Yes,
this
sir.
out, bro. Look, last time I came up here and I was talking to A1, I told the nigga I had a book called The History of America Before Columbus, where it was the Muskogee and the in parts of the Algonquin now that went over to parts of Europe and made colonies and shit. And y'all niggas back then was saying there was no Muskogee. You know, it was only the Algonquin people who were
Who
the
said that?
Mississippi. Uh, A1 said that shit like last time I came. So now everybody flipping the script. Now everybody Muskogee now. What the fuck? You know what
No,
I'm saying?
nobody or everybody saying this. We're just highlighting particular factors from which people like to bring up. These are often regurgitated talking points: the Muskogee, the Creek, the Chickasaw, the Choctaw, the Iroquois Nation, the Algonquin Nation. So these are the ones that we kind of stimulate the information and we highlight those particular factors because they always are mentioned within the conversation. So when we bring up Muskogee Creek nations and we bring up Algonquin, we're comparing and contrast to how they operate within commerce. And then we compare and contrast to them not failing to sell out compared to the Iroquois nation. So that's what we're bringing up. This is what this whole build is talking about.
All
A
right,
lot of people fail to talk
Hey,
about sell
real
out
quick
and
though. Look,
deviate
hey,
from this.
real quick though, cause I'm having difficulties accepting Indians being sellouts, right?
Okay.
Now I'm compelled to ask. I'm compelled to ask if niggas was selling themselves, who were they selling themselves to, and what were they being offered for
Oh, see
selling
The
them?
now,
same
see,
the
now,
same niggas they selling out to today.
hold on. Now, the way you connotated the word, like, do you understand what I mean by the word sellout? I'm not talking about the people who's literally doing the bad swindle deal or behind backdoor deal behind another group of nation. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about a literal person selling themselves to another person. So when we're talking about sellout Negroes, we're talking about one who's operating as a capacity for a nation and speaking on behalf of a nation. Because we're talking about nation here. So when we talk about 5 civilized tribes, let's take away tribes and put nation. So now we're dealing with nation state, and these particular head of nations control these nations, which is a conglomerate of people, right? So it would affect a conglomerate of people. Do you understand what I'm saying? So now I propose the question is, why would it only be 5 nations that's at the table making these deals out of 500 nations? That's my question I propose.
Hey, but also you gotta look at this, right? When you say what benefits they get, they was written into law. So if you're gonna take the responsibility of that word Indian and they being written, that's the benefit right there to selling out. Because how was they given benefits and privilege by using the word Indian in the law? So obviously, Indian was working with somebody as an agent.
Hey, no, let me expound on what you're talking about, right? Since Rap brought up, Choctaw and shit. Let's speak about that area, right? You had 3 divisions of them. You had the Eastern Band, you had the Six Town Band, and you had a Southern Band, right? So everybody know about LaFleur, right? Now LaFleur was the sellout, and on top of that, he was a fucking half breed, bro. I don't even think he was a half breed. I think they was like a 1/16 breed, bro, just to keep it a buck, right? Now, what he did was that he went into these agreements with this government and shit. Now, all the other people suffered. My man had hundreds,
Hey, you know what's
hundreds of
crazy?
hundreds of fucking acres given to him and money on top of that for agreeing to that deal that was actually detrimental to the whole people as a group. And another
Hey,
thing that you
listen.
see
Hey,
when you
brother,
start
true.
seeing these agreements made, it's usually about 1/4 Indians. My bad, bro. You got it.
No, I just want to ask you a question though. Is it hard to believe that a conglomerate of people sold out a nation when you have people selling out every day? We're literally watching an open case from acquainted people who could self a group, if you will, which is a micro term for what we will call a nation, which is ultimately a group as well, just at a broader standard. Literally turning out and selling out on their people right now. Truth.
Yeah,
The
that's a fact, bro. That's
only thing is they're not the head of nations, which ultimately would affect large accounts of people. This is the
but
only
even
difference.
though these even
My
though
bad.
these dudes is not head of nations and shit, because technically by default we're under another nation, they're still selling out a large conglomerate of group of people because as you see, certain shit get passed that majority of us, are not for, bro. But because this person is on TV and they flash their face everywhere, that is automatically accepted. And
And
that's
so
the
now
type of shit that
imagine,
was going on then.
so imagine that going on a larger scale, on a nationwide scale. Imagine the people
Yeah.
that will be victims of a sellout when you're watching it on a micro scale and the victims of these sellouts. That's all I'm asking you.
And
People
that
these
shit been going on. That shit been going on still to this day, bro. A lot of people is doing it and they doing it unknowingly, bro. Like their agents unknowing. They not even getting paid. They don't even know their agent, bro. They being programmed to do agent work. And you see this shit playing out to this day. Like these niggas really think they intelligent. They really
Hey,
think they smart. They really think they know what's best for you. And that's the whole thing. And the reason why I went from 500 tribes to 5 tribes, because when they created those 5 civilized tribes, it absorbed hundreds of other tribes up in it. And now you got 5 motherfuckers that's dictating who the fuck is an indigenous
right, and
American and who's not.
the ones that didn't get invited in were still fighting to maintain their cultural practices and their tribal rule, ultimately being defeated and becoming victims of the POW system, later being misclassified and eradicated on paper as Negro, Black, and
Right. Hey, that's why I brought up Osceola earlier, right? See, a lot of people don't know the Seminoles never went to Oklahoma originally, but for some reason, it was a Seminole Council in Oklahoma, but the Seminoles never went, especially not the shot callers and the leaders. They continue fighting. Some of them didn't even go all the way until I think the first ratification the second one in 1868. But they already had a tribal council out there. How do you got a tribal council for a group of people that didn't even go out there at first? They fought your ass. And that's why you got a Mongoloid saying that they descendants of Osceola, even though he's a fucking nigga. And now you got Indian niggas claiming Osceola, even the Mongoloid descendants that's calling the shots now just to say they are part of some shit. See, that's the problem with niggas right there. Niggas want to be a part of some shit so bad they willing to accept any shit of the stick. My bad, bro.
Not a couple of the head of the nation's chiefs and kings that was not present on the signing of that deal is what I'm alluding to. You know what I'm saying?
AP, hey, look, bro.
Copper color grizzly.
What's going on, Alabama?
Elbows and arrows, elbows and assholes. Keep them running, copper color grizzly. Keep them running.
This nigga tripping, bro.
I wanted to ask you about Sarah Rector. If you need to put a foot in one, then maybe you'll find it. Copper color grizzly. I wasn't able to get on your panel about Sarah Rector. There was some intriguing points. 111 Truth Seeker, you still there?
Yes, sir. What's going on, big bro? How you doing?
My world. You just a squirrel. Let's go get these nuts. Now, remember those three? I had to throw a wrench. I had to throw a wrench in the bullshit that's been going on.
No.
Do you remember those 3 points that you made? 111 True.
Hey, 111. Is it something you need to tell us, bro?
You remember those 3 points you made in the Sarah Rector presentation about what was going on with the scandalous fraud. And as those who are not familiar with Sarah Rector, she was referred to as potentially the richest Aborigine at that particular time, set up shop in Kansas City. But you made some interesting points.
The guardianship program, the fact that they tried to reclassify her as white on the record and shit.
Yeah, and, you had 3 points.
Yeah,
you brought up the guardianship. You brought up that they tried to classify her as white. Now go ahead.
And the fact that here it is, you got Indian territory, but all the niggas making money is niggas. And every time they talk Indian and they gotta include these niggas, they try to call
the so-called Native Americans that you said you don't remember seeing them have an oil rig. They wasn't even there at all. They wasn't even there at all. They was in camping TP tents. But remember, this was the turn of the century in the 1900s. Now, as far as the Indian term is concerned, and I'm with you, AP. I'm not exactly sure where you're going with stirring the pot on this Indian term. In 1789, the Organic Constitution, Indian not taxed is the first and possibly only reference made. But this is my spin on this.
What year was it? And what year was it?
The supposed Organic Constitution that these criminal motherfuckers keep howling about, especially with this restored republic shit.
This is when they was having the status. You got to understand, 3 years prior to that, they was on a mass introduction into a lot of these Native American Indian nations.
Mm-hmm. I'm not disagreeing with you, AP. I'm just trying to put the timeline for a moment. I'll just put the timeline for the moment. Now, but my spin on the document is it was our ancestors creating the concept, and by the way, it's in the Congressional Record of 1988, that their template for the Articles of Confederation and the alleged Organic Constitution of 1789 is the Iroquois Confederacy, okay, or the Great Law of Peace, however you want to look at that. The thing of it is this: the document was created by us, and the reference to Indians not taxed is acknowledging it. You feel what I'm saying? I'm trying to put a different spin on the discussion for a moment. So the document itself did not apply to us. It was a construct with confines and boundaries for how the business and the behavior of these foreign motherfuckers was to be conducted. You feel me?
14 million of them to
But
be
do you feel what
exact.
I'm saying, though,
Right.
AP?
14 million of them to be exact. Right. That's exactly what it was for. Exactly. I'm with
Okay,
you.
so then the Indian reference is acknowledging the persons not in that construct. You feel me? Next, 1828, we got the definition of American from, so we're talking about a good 30 to 40 years later.
Right.
You know, you're now defining what American is and including in the definition, we're thieves. We're identity thieves.
People that was not only identity. Now I ain't gonna say thieves because they was allowed. It was a deal done by the sellout who allowed them
now,
to
is
be
this because of this native born status bullshit? Is that what you're trying to say?
because they was allowed to be inserted into these tribes with full occupational status, and that was happening 30 years prior. Actually, 60 years prior to that. Okay, so now you have the introduction of this happening 1828. You're right. It's giving you an exact definition now applied to these European settlers. Why is it now being applied?
Right. So, and I hope I'm because I don't want to be, I don't put words in your mouth, AP. I just want to get some clarity of a lot of the chaos that I've been hearing. Okay. So, can we agree on that context? It's not about whether we are Indians or Americans. We're agreeing they are descriptions made by others on our ancestors.
Big facts.
You feel me?
Facts.
Now, let's circle back to what you were saying, 111 True. As far as in 1900, in the case with Sarah Rector, they were supposedly chopping up our shit. And how did it go with the, remember, AP, you shared that podcast where they talked about the hard scrabble leftover shit that was being created through this allotment scam?
Right.
Now, who were they allotting? American Indians or Native Americans?
White people.
So we're talking supposed $5 whores and fraudsters and the mongoloid hybrid children of theirs that are a product of these Asian Siberians and the European white parentage.
Hey,
primarily white men, I gather.
Guess how many acres they got?
It was supposedly 120 in this podcast that she was sharing.
They was
but
giving
it was supposedly
40. They was giving 40 acres apiece.
And a mule?
No, wait a minute. No, you're talking now about there's two different versions of this story. The 40 acres and a mule thing, whoever that was saying that, was supposedly under Gordon Granger and those general orders under the Civil War. But in this allotment scam from the Dawes Commission, it was supposedly 160 acres for farming, 320 acres for grazing, because they were going to train Negroes to become civilized and behave similar to them. Do you remember that, AP, where he said greed was the determining factor? I'm talking about that Senator Henry Dawes. He was saying what was missing from the American Indian was greed. You remember that, AP?
Yep.
Or the Cain energy.
So the problem for the supposed uncivilized, now remember, these were only 5 civilized tribes, not considering the hundreds of nations of our Aborigine ancestors. So for the 5 civilized tribes, I'm staying on your argument about the sellout thing, AP. For them to become civilized, they must conduct themselves similar to the so-called white man or the settlers and the squatters. You are to create a constitution, which the Cherokee did, by the way. And I think whoever that brother was, he was talking about, don't call me Choctaw, maybe call you Choctaw, which I get that. Don't call me Cherokee, maybe call me Aniawea. But if you remember, all of these tribal supposed designation were groups of Indian nations. They weren't single tribes. They were loose conspiracies and conglomerations. And the Cherokee actually created an alphabet, actually created a constitution, actually swore to white zaddy and say that they became Christians. Would that be correct, AP? Because I don't want to put, false information out. So once you then accommodate a process that said you became civilized, that's what I think you young brothers are meaning when you're talking sell out. Okay? So if we want to say someone is a sellout, define what is the process of that behavior.
Oh Lord, what the hell is that?
Now,
Hey,
they
hey,
gave them
listen,
supposedly
Alabama.
that
I don't know if
two-spirit
you
shit.
late.
You know that two-spirit shit?
Alabama. I don't know if you late to the bill. We've been breaking this damn sellout and what I define as a sellout very, very, very in the cute big J.
Okay. No, I just wanted to put some clarity on it. That's all, AP, for the second.
And most of the points you touching on, like that's how I know you didn't want to listen to the earlier the bill because we touched on
Okay.
almost
So
everything.
back to the allotment and with Sarah Rector. Okay. They were doing 160 acres and a patch of 320 if you were farming or if you were grazing. And they gave you raggedy, wretched shit left over, right? And allowed the settlers to go squat on the fertile land, right? But she struck oil on hers. And what happened then, AP?
Guardianship program.
Guardianship program. Facts.
But why is that?
Because they brought a court system in. They brought court
Because they want
authority
control over your
over
shit.
federal acknowledgement.
If
If
you
you're
control
going
over
to
your
be
shit, it said that you
recognized,
incompetent.
go
Do you
ahead,
know
bro.
what that means in law?
Say that again, Tree 111 True.
No, I'm saying, do you know what that means in law?
Nah,
When they said when they brought in the courts, when they brought in their courts, do you know what they mean in law? Like what they got us under? It's called parent portrayal. Look it up. The attorney general.
But that's the point that he's getting at with guardianship, my bro. I don't know who is
Yeah,
that.
they basically saying that these niggas ain't competent enough to handle all this newfound wealth, so we're gonna put someone in control of that and make sure we get a cut of that. And that's basically what they did until the fact that some niggas got together and formed their own guardianship program, because Several Rector is only one of thousands of people in Oklahoma that was niggas and had oil rigs. It was people that had oil rigs that was pumping more oil than Sarah Rector.
But I'm saying, you know how we got to this point, though, bro? Do anybody know how we got to this point?
Shit, I feel like we've been explaining for a while. Hell yeah.
No.
Yeah, we
the
know.
reason why I'm
No, we
asking
know.
this question. The reason why I'm asking this question, bro. The reason why I'm asking this question because I don't understand. I think we don't overstand law. You get what I'm saying? That's why I phrased the question the way I did. Do y'all know how we got here?
Yeah.
To this point.
Yeah, bro, we know. We don't get in the law. But we haven't touched in the law.
How we got here. How we got here, bro.
The power of communication.
Say what?
The power of communication. The evolution of communication.
No, what happened was
he's talking a variation of paper genocide, and some people in the chat will say that we were pencil whipped. Go ahead, bro.
Because even if you look at the tones of our voice and how we articulate ourselves, that's our biggest power and our biggest threat in a black community.
Listen.
Let Big Bro Bill. Go ahead, Bill.
Listen what I'm saying. They wrote us out in paper genocide. They never, because when you break down the words, this is why education of linguistics is important. Language. Slave goes back to Slavic. So when you seen the word slave on the document coming in off a ship, that was the Slavic people, Scandinavian. That's a pedigree. That's a people. That's not a damn slave. That's a people. So they wrote us in history, because watch this. Look up, AP probably can do it. Pull up the word American. It's coined. I'm not American. I'm a Moor. I understand better. Why? Because that's political. I'm talking about political jurisdiction now. So they have treaties in place for United States citizens, right? 1787 via 1836 treaty, right? The peace treaty. When they go in there, you can see the status of two different nations. United States citizens, which are subjects, which is who these people is right now. They still subjects to Britain. You get what I'm saying? So we got to understand law and how we got here. We joined these people, organizations, their corporations. We joined that.
You're right, brother, but we already know that, bro. We've been going over that shit for years now.
So we not American though, bro. When you saying I'm American, you coined that was patent
by the United States. Is your company.
Sir,
So I'm not American. That's not a nationality, brother.
But sir, we know what you're saying, bro. We've been
It is a
going over this for
nationality.
years now.
No, it's not a nationality. It's a brand, bro.
Yeah, but that brand been bankrupt so many times, bro. That
No.
get it.
The United States been bankrupt.
America,
American
there's no country called Moorland, though. There's no country called
No,
Moorland.
the country. Listen, brother.
Called Moorland.
Listen.
So you are more pertaining to Morocco, which is also a corporation as well.
No, the descendants are Moroccan, not
here we go
Morocco.
again.
Is
No, bro, we're not getting into that,
brother.
though. I got you, bro. Don't get into that, yo.
And I would suggest you take more discussions to more people. Now, here, what we are discussing is how whatever mischaracterization, whether it's American or Indian, we're
It's
done.
not Indian. Indian was coined in 1621, brother.
America is the word that he's spelling, which he's saying he is. If you're saying that Morocco, I'm saying America. Now we can substitute the vowels to make it sound like or be spelled like.
Yeah, bro, I follow you on that. What I'm saying is,
so what I'm saying in this language which has been held today, American has always been known as the people here.
No.
Prior to
A1. I mean, original power. I follow you, brother. I follow you. What I'm saying is, it's called ad block and homonym shift. How they dropped the L, brought the M over, substituted the O with the A. I understand all that. What I'm saying is, United States patent the term American in 1507. I mean, 1700 by the Spanish when the Spanish came over here. What I'm saying is, brother, because when you go look at the treaty, right? When you go look at the treaty,
ran out by now. Then
say that again, bro.
I said that patent done expired by now. Then
no, the patent, bro. You got to understand contract law. If I make a patent,
hold up, bro. How you
under a jurisdiction
bro,
that
who you think you talking to, bro? I know contract law. What you talking about?
Hold on, brother.
He said that shit done padding out now.
And not
listen what I'm saying.
does not pertain to us. Any contract, patent or otherwise, any legal document which is unlawful, anything that falls under the Constitution as a construct does not apply to the Aboriginal inhabitants of this land.
Right.
These people, I didn't interrupt you, brother. I'm making a very serious point here. These people, no matter who they are, made a description of our ancestors. I don't care what the word is. The problem is you keep wanting to put yourself under their jurisdiction. That's your choice. That is fine.
What do you want? How did I say I'm under anybody's jurisdiction?
Was not finished.
Brother, hold on.
I was not finished.
How did I put myself under their jurisdiction?
When you keep bringing up contract law, when you bring up any legal argument, whether it's patents or otherwise, when you bring up treaties, etc., and other things, those are documents that are identifying crimes, but they still do not pertain to the original inhabitants of this land. It only outlines, sir, would you let me finish, please?
He's a lawyer.
It only applies, it shows the crimes that have been committed.
He's fooling y'all too.
But then to continue to argue that we should fall under the jurisdiction of the crimes is a fallacious argument. What we should be focusing on, what we should focus on.
No, what nation you part of, brother? I'm finna show you this man
you reclaim.
What nation you part of, brother?
How you reclaim.
What nation are you part of, brother?
One mic, bro. One mic.
Hold on. Everybody mute up. We're going to switch the topic because it's already getting hostile. I want to stay vibrating at a high vibrational frequency. Everybody is good. We're going to keep this shit in harmony.
But when he says that, though.
Hold on, Flood. I'm talking, Flood. Hold on. Shout out to everybody that's on the panel, man. Peace and blessings to everybody that's on here. Shout out to everybody that's in the building for tapping in, man. We got 268 people in here. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Support the channel. If y'all enjoying the live stream, drop a fire emoji in the chat. I know you got some question, inquisitive inquiries. Let's get it, brother.
No, but when he says that about jurisdictions and stuff, like what is
Flood. Your name is Flood, not Smoke. I said Smoke.
You supposed to come put the fire out, nigga.
Flood like fucking with people,
what?
man.
Hey,
What?
real quick, right?
No,
I'm going off of what he said about being underneath the jurisdictions and stuff like that.
that's all contract law, and that's what Alabama was speaking about. At the end of the day, we didn't fucking operate like that. Like, yeah, we had agreements as people amongst one another out of respect.
The sellouts made those
Yes,
contracts.
yeah, you right, sis. You right, sis. You right though, sis. That's
Right.
how we got indoctrinated under these contractual
Exactly.
But
laws.
understand this, but yo,
And then yet
but-
they the main ones bringing the shit in, shipping it in,
no,
all this
bro.
other dumb shit.
No, that's a lie. Matter of fact, that's a lie. One of the people who took over and constructed this federal banking system is the ones who's bringing in this drug. As a matter of fact, one of the largest drug busts, which I brought up recently, found in Philadelphia, $1.4 million worth of drug seized on a ship, a container ship pertaining to J.P. Morganson.
No, I'm not. That's what I'm saying. As far as
We need to throw that nigga a surprise party.
But you get what I'm saying? At the end of the day, if I'm sitting up here, I'm about to go ahead and sell packs or whatever, you feel me? I'm about to go ahead and get myself out there, get all this money or whatever, and then get myself institutionalized. And now you still making money off of me. But where the fuck did it come from?
Okay, look, this
It came from you.
this brings about this.
You fucking brought it here.
Word. We got you, Flag. Go ahead, Smoke.
Oh yeah, I know.
All right,
This brings about.
Listen, we own the shipping companies. We own the docks. We control the import and export, the distribution of America. It's us. Go ahead.
This brings about an interesting question. What is the official definition of jurisdiction?
Uh-oh. Anybody gonna answer that?
Now look, bro. When you talk about contract, bro, you gotta understand this.
Jurisdiction means simply.
Let me understand this, bro. Hold up, yo. Let me finish this.
No,
go ahead.
See, no, I don't want you to filibuster. Let's get that question answered first.
Jurisdiction, Smoke, only simply means right words. Juris meaning right, diction meaning words.
Okay.
Bro, understand this, bro. Can I talk for a minute? Look, this was going on, bro.
Well, listen.
When you ask
the question, I just want to make sure we clear when we answer Brother Smoke questions, man. When you ask that question, bro, are you talking about social or in legal standing?
I'm really talking about in legal standing.
Okay, in legal standing, it's a power of court to adjudicate certain cases and issues pertaining to territory within the court government agency that it may properly exercises its power. In other words, it can only jurisdiction is operated for whatever powers is being operated in that court at the time that governments or dominion if it's over you. So for instance, if you're a United States citizen, this held from the United States citizens all in legal opportunities, then you're gonna be subject inside of that. You got to. You see
Okay, one more.
I just want to confirm you, Smoke. Alabama was right. Juris is Latin, which means of law, and diction means diction is a choice of words.
One more interesting question for clarity.
So
does contract supersede jurisdiction?
But it is, yo. That's what I was about to explain to you, bro.
Jurisdiction.
Let me understand this, yo. Understand this, bro. When you don't have to have anything written for you to be under contract with somebody, just your action. That's why you have implied and express contract, bro. So if you are in someone's territory, then you're implying that you're under their jurisdiction. If somebody come onto your property, ain't they under your jurisdiction? However, if you loan somebody something, you're now under their jurisdiction because now you have to pay a debt. So therefore, your contractual arrangements doesn't have to be expressed. It's just by your actions alone. So which can take you out of your natural jurisdiction into somebody else. It's very simple, bro. It's
Right.
not even that difficult.
And also,
I got another. I got another.
also, if you
like he
file any
said,
paperwork,
the
if you
difference
file any
between
paperwork in these people's
jurisdiction is,
court, that they got jurisdiction over you.
well, jurisdiction is
I mean,
simply
but you
talking.
might have an oral contract.
Jurisdiction is simply talking
You kind
about
of low,
where it's
true.
going to be held at. You got to understand, jurisdiction is only talking about where is this distribute, this case, or whatever's been pertaining is going to be held at. The
Yeah, but
contract
you
is
got all kind of forms of jurisdiction, brother. You
that's
got
what I'm saying.
extraterritorial
It deals with
jurisdiction. You
different
got
geographical
personifical
locations.
jurisdiction.
Bro, I
No,
just
we know that, yo.
Wait a minute.
I
Hold
know
on.
that's
See,
what I just said. I said a jurisdiction, which is multiple jurisdictions, pertains
Correct.
to a particular area. Okay, so that's what a jurisdiction is. A contract in form of a case contract is filing a suit only pertains to within that legal standing of the state. It can go around to any other state. It could vary from whether or not the contract is valid. Each finding the state could be easily negotiated. In other words.
Right.
so
But yo,
so I got this another
Hey,
but
question I
don't
got
you
Yo,
bro.
because
wait a
I'm
minute, wait a
trying.
minute,
Y'all hear me
wait a
real
minute,
quick?
smoke
Y'all
real
hear me?
quick, bro.
No,
Yeah, we hear
y'all
you.
can't hear me.
We hear you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we hear you,
Go
but
ahead.
real quick,
I'll get
bro.
it back.
No, what?
I'll get it
See,
back.
look, I want you to understand something, bro.
You know what's
When
truth? I don't know
you
what's
can
going on, truth.
on
Don't be too truth.
inside of different realms, do you know when you go into court, if you argue with a lawyer, you're in their jurisdiction? You're in somebody's jurisdiction just from arguing with them. Because if you
Look,
already know who you are,
hey,
You're not supposed to be
there's
there.
no argument. There's no
hey,
Right. You're not even
controversy.
supposed to be
I
there.
understand. I understand the concept. I understand
Okay,
the
go ahead.
concept,
Go
right?
ahead.
Because I understand the concept of assumption and presumption in jurisdiction, right? In other words, what you're saying is, if I argue with a lawyer, that means I understand the language he's speaking, thus put me in
Right.
the
You're
jurisdiction, right? I
exactly,
get it.
exactly.
I
But
get.
we get
I get the
confused with
concept.
that. A
Hey,
lot of black
Smoke.
people get confused with that in the courtroom because we don't know how to speak in the
Hey, look,
courtroom.
Pete Game.
So
You're
they
not even
I'm
use
going
supposed to
that
through.
be
I'm
there.
against
going through
us.
jurisdiction
Well,
shit
you got to
right now, bro.
understand, you ain't even supposed to be
That's
there.
why they
So,
have, and then
it's
Right.
when
You're
you
not
like
have
even
a
supposed
whole
to be there.
it's
Dred
like
Scott
you,
case.
lawyers.
it's like you
Hey,
going
true
to
sister,
it's
you
like you
live
going to
Hey, can
local.
y'all
Russia
hear
right
me?
now. You ain't supposed to be in a.
What is
What you
going
doing
on?
in Russia?
Why
You don't
why
even
my
speak
camera?
Russian. So when you in a courtroom somewhere you don't supposed to be in your language you don't understand. They have definition for legal understanding in word and verbiage. They have a
Hey,
totally
AP.
different definition than what it means in layman terms or social understanding. So we have to
Hey,
understand it's a different language,
All I'm
literally.
just saying is this is a
Right. When they
pyramid
say,
scheme of fucking money at the end of the day. I sat up here,
That's
whatever, I
all it
fronted
is.
you the fucking coke or whatever. You gonna sit up here and sell it or whatever. I'm gonna lock your ass up or whatever. I'm gonna make your mama pay that shit or whatever on the back end, and that's gonna be it.
all right,
You
cool. You
feel
shouldn't
me?
be
And that's
selling
it.
coke
And
to
then on
your own
top of that,
people in
your
the
black
first place.
ass
Your
don't
ass
even know how to
deserve
speak
jail.
in fucking court. You don't know how to talk. You don't know how to articulate. You don't know how to say none of this shit. And I still got
how
your
can
black
you
ass.
re-represent yourself?
Hey, but look, Pete Gang, fuck all that. I supposed to went out the none, man. Let me get the mic. I'm low.
Go.
Hey, look, Pete Gang, I'm going through jurisdiction right now with Illinois over some traffic shit. I left Illinois almost like 10 years ago. I paid my reinstatement fee for my license. I got gone. These bitches pulled me over and told me, yeah, you could drive everywhere else but Illinois. How, Sway? How, Sway? How, Sway? I'm not
Right?
even under y'all jurisdiction no more. So what the fuck are you talking about? And before I left, I made sure that I handled all debts that was under my name due to y'all motor vehicle Secretary of State jurisdiction. But now y'all trying to force me back into y'all jurisdiction, and that's why we keep continuing the case, because at the end of the day, I have a valid driver's license. You feel me? And it's not of Illinois, and I'm not even a citizen of Illinois anymore. So what the fuck is going on? And why these racist ass cops in Rockford, Illinois, fucking with me right now?
What the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on? I like that song.
Yeah, it's a banger. Hey, but listen,
Y'all
man, we
got
gotta
it.
get out of here, man. I really enjoyed this building with y'all, man. I gotta get out here and take care of a few things, man. Shout out to everybody in the building. 111 True Searcher, man. That was a fire pay-per-view you and Aboriginal TV did. If y'all have not seen it, Hey, tickets are still for sale, man. Go purchase that, man. Go see the dark side of DNA. Man, it's a dope ass one. If you have not seen Egypto America, make sure you that too, man. Chief Holiday put on a fire classic pay-per-view as well, man. So make sure you tune in with what's going on in the Aboriginal community when it comes to this information. Shout out to you, brothers and sisters, for coming through and building with y'all favorite motherfucking YouTuber, Big Aboriginal Power, man. Shout out to everybody in the building. I want y'all to flood this out with emojis, man. Put them fire emojis in the chat, man. Y'all know what's up, man.
Real,
Everybody.
hey, real quick, AP, I want to say it real quick before we roll out, yo.
Yeah, who the fuck fell with a steak?
Damn, my phone, yo. Nigga, let me explain something before I leave, yo. If you ever get caught in court and they say, "Oh, you got caught with an ounce of marijuana," I be like, "What you talking about? Ain't no marijuana. I got this shit." AP, what's the name of the stuff you talking about, yo? You get your stuff. What's the name of that shit?
Him.
The moon rocks, yo. The moon rocks, or you Reggie.
Moon rocks, man.
The moon rocks.
I'm more Za, but
See, you under that jurisdiction because we don't call it motherfucking marijuana. We call it moon
What
rock.
you say, Truth? What Truth say?
I ain't heard a nigga say he know Reggie in about 30 years, bro. What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, nigga ain't smoking no Reggie, nigga, on my mama, nigga. It's so lucky, boy. Nigga, you smoke
Hey, man, you know how I do. Hey, man, that's some post-sport shit.
The only motherfucker smoke Reggie is a inbred hillbilly in the backwoods of the Appalachian Mountains.
That's that Baltimore. That's that Baltimore shit.
Nah, nigga, y'all,
you know
nigga,
how
y'all Louisiana, nigga, y'all got the. That nigga got that watered down Reggie.
Hold on. Y'all niggas disruptive as hell. Damn, y'all disruptive as shit. Y'all niggas didn't put y'all helmets on, man.
Yo, what's worse than Reggie, yo? What's worse than Reggie?
We don't talk about Reggie right now.
Hold on. Let Truth get it in, y'all. Let's stay muted. Hey, hold on. Everybody mute up, man. Please. Everybody mute up, man. Let Truth get it in. Everybody mute up. Y'all got background noise.
Quick, bro. That's my seatbelt thing going off. My bad, y'all. I don't like riding with seatbelts. I'm claustrophobic. But look, peep game though, right? Reach out to AP because he can reach out to me. I can get all of y'all letters dealing with the agriculture aspect of the hemp and the marijuana thing, where you can be protected with and travel with your shit according to these federal guidelines under the agriculture laws dealing with this. So if anybody need a printout or a copy of that shit, reach out to AP, have him reach out to me, and I email the PDF over to him, and he can send it to y'all and keep that paperwork up on y'all. That shit'll save you in the long run.
That's what's up.
Like on some real shit. Like y'all can hit me on email. Y'all can hit me on Instagram. My phone number is on the screen. Y'all can text me, send it in.
Right.
My phone number on the screen. Email me, text me. Y'all got hold up. Man, I'm the most.
If you got Reggie, you don't get locked up for Reggie, so don't worry about if you got that Reggie.
Man, you not talking about no damn Reggie no more.
Hey, real quick.
It don't exist, bro. It's like Pan African. It don't exist.
Hey, real quick, before you shut it down, AP, I just want y'all to know, man, further inquiries will be forthcoming for all Indian detractors, Moors, Hebrews, and goofy niggas in general. I'm out this bit. Peace.
Shout out to Smoke. Hey, we got a Hanu in here, man. I know Hanu want to say something real quick. What's up,
and
Hanu?
the Indian agents.
Yo, who the Moor Slayer? Who that?
Real rap.
That's real rap.
Okay. I mean, you back around?
Oh, Lord. I ain't never left.
You ain't never left. Yo, man, I don't even know why niggas fucking with your ass, man. You take your goofy ass where you been at, nigga. Don't come back around us. Don't come back around us, nigga.
Bro.
Oh, Lord. Goofy nigga. You was a goofy nigga. Scrub, Listen, bro. like I said, if I ever in my lifetime see you, I'm gonna break your fucking jaw, nigga. Promise.
Sure,
I put that on my kids, nigga.
Yeah.
I don't even know why your goofy ass nigga don't even fuck with no goofy ass clown niggas like you, period.
Hey,
goofy ass
I live in your head.
I mean, you didn't have my dude. Fuck all that. Fuck all that. Nigga, listen. Go get your medicine, nigga, and then come back. When you come over here and apologize to the whole Aboriginal community, nigga. Don't come back around this motherfucker again.
Hey,
motherfucker.
Hey, I got a question about that because I saw Halbert talk about him and what was going on. I'm trying to get some clarity.
That
about
nigga, listen, my dude.
I don't even be watching niggas.
That nigga need to be that nigga. You know, Batman and the Arkham Hussein Society. That nigga need to be in there, bro. No nobody
What
fuck with that
happened?
clown.
What
Man,
happened?
listen. No nobody fuck with that nigga. Nigga came on. Nigga let him come back around after we already know he had some degenerate characteristics with him, right? And then he came back around and then started the same shit he did before. Niggas was showing him love. Niggas talked to him, and then this nigga flipped on us. Like, I don't fuck with niggas like that, because in real life, I smack the shit out of nigga like that. And I
so
mean,
he disrespected Halbert, basically.
Look, listen, he disrespected me, Chief, everybody. And like I said, look, real talk. I'm gonna just tell a lot of motherfuckers. Look, I done been in state prison before. I done been where lightning and thunder, where niggas getting poked, where all that type of shit go down. And then if you let motherfuckers play you out in real time, you get hurt. So all this internet fake, all this internet shit that these niggas be doing, I ain't the motherfucking one for it. And I mean that in real time. In real time, I beat the majority of these niggas up who be popping that shit. And I be nice to a lot of these motherfucking women too. In real time, listen, man, like I said, man, I'm a god, but guess what? I can go into my lower self. Motherfuckers be getting that fucked up because we on this internet shit. Don't come over here disrespecting people who show you love. And that's for a lot of motherfuckers. I done showed a lot of motherfuckers love. Look. Niggas owe me at least a thank you. Thank you, A1. Was it if you agree with me on the Morris topic? I done did a lot of motherfucking work. I'm an OG around this motherfucker. And it'd be a lot of motherfuckers that just come around here. You let people come into your circle. Then once they get to know you, they start that same shit. Because we online. But in the real room, none of that shit will be going down like that.
No.
Facts plus sex.
Never.
None of that shit against the
wall. Never. When they see you in person, that should be crickets. It'd be like, what the fuck? Like, you had all that animosity. Why the fuck you quiet?
Shit, listen. Look, listen. I'm from Jersey. My people live in the projects. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I done been where, like, but guess what though? I done been inside of a prison, and I done been inside of a motherfucking I done been inside a collegiate institution, and I done worked in a collegiate institution. But guess what though? We all from the ghetto. We don't never forget that shit. So when niggas come up here with the disrespectful shit and disrespecting motherfuckers, like I said, I ain't with that, because I show a lot of people love. A lot of motherfuckers that cross me, people who could call me, people who I'm cool with, and then they because they want to side with certain people. I don't, besides AP, my brother nonetheless, my brother Truth, other brothers up here who I rock with, Ali Bamu Hawk, Chief Holiday, Libra Son. Other than that, I mean, and it's a few other people who I rock with who we keep it cordial, we keep it respectful, and we respectfully agree to disagree, right? But at the end of the day, a lot of motherfuckers be coming for my head, and a lot of people ain't even equipped to do that. They ain't even equipped to do it. I've been showing and proving I've been A1 from day one. People found me around this motherfucker. Besides my brothers who I fuck with, a lot of these people who be popping up, who be crossing motherfuckers, a lot of them people come around like they fucking friends, and at the end of the fucking day, they ain't nothing but a bunch of fuck niggas and a bunch of fuck bitches. And like I said, at the end of the motherfucking day, in real time, I choke the shit out of a motherfucker.
Hell yeah. Fact.
And I mean that on 100. I ain't just saying that shit because we on YouTube or none of that shit. Niggas, people get it fucked up. Niggas and some of these bitches. At the end of the fucking day. And I'm tired of motherfuckers coming for my neck like I'm some type of sucker MC. Like I said, I'm an OG around this motherfucker. Put some motherfucking respect on my motherfucking name. And like I said, it's the last time telling people. Motherfuckers who I got beef with, don't come around me. Don't like, I'm not piecing nothing up with nobody. Just stay away from me. Please do that.
Yeah.
Peace to the guys, man.
Tell them, A1.
Yeah, the streets is calling, always calling. Yo, we try to chill, but it keep bringing us back. It keep bringing us back in, nigga.
Put some
But
respect on A1 name.
nonetheless, man, nonetheless, you know how we do, bro. We be up here, we've been building.
Yeah.
Look, nonetheless, been
We be
around.
trying to chill, you
Nonetheless,
know
been
what I mean? I
around.
got you.
Hawk been around. A lot of brothers been around. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, listen, man, we might not agree on everything, but we still brothers. We not gonna sit there and I'm gonna sit up there like, yeah.
Sometimes you gotta be like how you be though, cause listen, you know how it is, man. Niggas don't be wanting to give you that respect. Niggas don't be wanting to give you that. So sometimes you gotta just bogart, push these little cornballs and put them on Cornhub and just get to the real shit. These niggas belong on Cornhub, bro. They the corniest of the corniest, man. I'm talking about. Listen, man, you ain't gotta give me my respect, cause I see it. I see
no, but you know what?
I walk by, I snatch my motherfucking respect, and that's it. Nigga, get the fuck on. Now I got that gone. Get the fuck on. Get.
AP, listen. You know what? Look, you know what the old heads taught me? They told me like this. I ain't gonna ask you to respect me. You gonna respect me because I give people respect.
That's
I give you respect, so you gonna give me respect back. You ain't get
no. That's some real old school shit. But these young niggas are ignorant as hell. They don't give a fuck about that.
We don't demand respect. We command respect. Understand me?
I snap that shit, man. Fuck these.
Damn, man, that's how y'all feel about me. I'm sorry.
Sit up here and respect the old motherfucker that's not even giving you the.
Hey, we don't do that around here. We don't do that around here. Real recognized real.
Listen, like I said, the old heads cool. I got love. I got love for the old heads, but I'm looking.
Y'all know what the Bible say. Thou shalt not be a bitch ass nigga.
Hey, real.
Nice talk.
Hey, sis, that name should be Pretty Face.
What?
That name should be Pretty Face.
Nah, it's the flood, man.
It's the flood. Nah, I'm just fucking with you, sis. You good?
Hey, one, be careful. She gonna flood your whole house.
A1. I'm about to shock you. A1.
A1, she gonna get you in trouble, nigga. Don't let her get you in trouble.
You can buy beauty.
A1, you don't even know what you're doing, man. That's a dude, bro.
You can't waste that.
That's a two-spirit.
That's a transgender, yo.
Yeah, you tripping, A1.
You
serious?
Yeah, that's a dude.
Oh shit! What the
Y'all tripping, man.
Nah, yo, she got kids, yo. She got kids, yo.
You gonna say that about that sister, man?
Chill out, bro. Y'all
I'm calling like a motherfucking
man. Y'all playing like a
motherfucker. Some haters, man.
Y'all niggas dumb as shit, yo. AP, you play too much, AP, yo.
Them niggas some haters.
Hey,
call you niggas CBs.
Hey,
them niggas some CBs.
Yo, y'all niggas dead motherfucking wrong.
Shout out to my nigga A1. Hey, but look.
Hey, Truth, man, how that worked out last night, man?
Oh, man, that shit was marvelous, bro. Hey, salute to everybody that came out and supported. Salute to everybody that supported that couldn't show up, man. We really appreciate it. But I want to give a major shout out to all the dick eaters that stay coming over here, and one minute they cool, the next minute they dick eating. Hey, dick eaters for America for you niggas.
Shit like that.
Real shit.
Frank eaters.
Hey,
sack
motherfuckers, bro. That's why I don't even be going live no more, because I be feeling like A1, bro. I'm ready to do some punching, nigga.
Hey,
real shit.
Brother.
I'm ready to do some punching. Hey, and to the females, hey, man, just leave me the fuck alone, blood. I don't argue with women.
Half of you niggas ain't got one round in them. You know what I'm saying? They gonna last past the first round.
Hey,
and I say that humbly. I
humbly
say that.
Hey, humbly is 2023, and pimping is a non-contact sport. 223 tribe. Press 1.
Right. Pimping ain't easy, nigga. Pimping ain't easy.
But it sure is fun.
Pimping ain't dead. These hoes
but it
escape.
sure is fun, right? He said, but it's sure Biggie said, pimping ain't easy, but it sure is fun.
Hey, let me say this right
I bust
quick.
them one by one. So what's the 411?
Hey, let me say this right quick, man. Shout out to Flood. You know I fuck with you, Shawty. You know you come through with some nice information. You do good, but listen, you need to enroll in BAP University, learn a little more of this Aboriginal history.
I'm not about to learn nothing or whatever. whatever that y'all motherfucking asses don't even know either. Okay, my ass, this shit just felt.
Oh no, you got
Man,
sit
get
down,
your ass
bro.
off this panel then. Come on somewhere.
Oh, you tried to debate. Oh, she tried to
Went from
debate
the
you
flood
back.
to the
Back. She
drop.
tried to debate you, bro.
She ain't trying to debate no goddamn body. Flood be listening. She just of his hell. You know, she learned
Oh,
backwards. She
I
ain't
thought that was a
Hell no.
challenge. I thought that was
Flood
a
done turned
challenge,
into a
yo. I
drop.
thought that
I'm
was a
good.
challenge. That's my
Ain't no
fault.
Hey,
drop.
no, hey, I
no,
seen
I
your
ain't
channel,
got.
Flood. You should have kept it going, man. You was talking about some real shit on that motherfucker.
I had to stop or whatever because some real shit was going down. That's what the fuck.
You from the Flood? You from the East Coast?
Stop
Yeah,
selling
she
that
from
cocaine to
Baltimore.
your peoples, nigga.
She in Baltimore. Talking about she on Oswego. You ain't from no Oswego neither,
Yes, the
nigga.
fuck I am.
No, you not.
Yes, I am.
Man,
Where you
listen.
at, nonetheless?
Some of you niggas need to be long
I'm
on.
right here. I used to live on Oakley. I know where you at. I used to live right there on Oakley Park Heights.
Well,
Well,
right
I'm
now,
saying.
whatever, I'm by Catonsville. What's up?
Nonetheless, don't do it, bro.
I
Don't do it,
know,
nonetheless. Don't do it, bro.
what y'all
Hey, you got two choices. You got two choices. You can mildew. Hey, you can mildew or you can barbecue. What you gonna do?
I'm a chill, yo.
Hey, on
listen
three,
though.
bro. On three, I want Nonetheless and Flood to say do and two. Let's go. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, hell no.
And two.
How about fuck you? Fuck you. Nigga, nah, how you about that, nigga? How about that?
Hey,
How
dog,
about that, nigga?
you know you my big brother, bro. I love you, bro.
You always try to fuck with me, yo.
Hey, listen though, I shout out to all my American Aborigines. I fucking with y'all, man. I love chopping it up with y'all niggas, but I gotta go. You leave. I mean, you ain't gotta go, but you ain't gotta go home, goddamn. But you gotta get the fuck out my goddamn shit, nigga. I'm getting the fuck out of here, man. I'll see y'all niggas later, man. Hey, but listen, before I go though, I want to shout out my brother Teron Air Reeves for the cash out donation, man. I appreciate that, man. Shout out to Teron Air Reeves, man. If you have not supported the channel, make sure y'all support the channel, man. I'll see y'all later, man. Peace and blessings. We out.
See, my life has been in motion. I'm a little windy. I'm not giving up yet. If you with me, time to place up your bet. Ain't no turning back. Got the niggas who ran. When we caught his ass, got caught in that jam. Yeah, you know who I am. Yeah, you know who I am. I can feel it coming. I can feel it coming. You can feel it in your stomach. You can feel it coming. You can feel it in your stomach. You can feel it coming. Yeah, you can feel it coming.
Hey, Skittles. Yo,
Today, I'm talking about today. Today, put your email in there. You got my email?
No,
You got my email. Let me see the chat.
Too much fake love. Snake you in your face, love.
I'm putting in the
Yeah,
chat.
snake you in your face, love. I told my brothers we gon' make it. That's how God roll. When the snake gon' show his face, that's how God roll. Too much fake love. Snake you in your face, love. That snake you in your face, love. I told my brothers we gon' make it. That's how God roll. Yeah, the snake gon' show his face, cause that's how